And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again. NBA Tuesday night going down here in this one. Huge game as far as the stakes. For this type of matchup, the Brooklyn Nets currently sit one game behind Philadelphia out in the Eastern Conference. Number 2 in the East for Brooklyn, going to be shorthanded, down 7 players tonight without KD and James Harden most notably. And they'll be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans out in this one. Pelicans currently 3.5 games behind San Antonio, number 11 in the Western Conference, trying to knock on the door though to make it into the playing game to be a 10 seed out there. Currently number 11 in the West. What's good here, guys? Welcome back onto the stream once again. Out here we got Warren, Woody, Lucas, Max A. Smith back in here. The March Madness legend, Lost Pupper, welcome in here. Vegas, what's good here, man? Raven, welcome in here once again. So yeah, Brooklyn without 7 players tonight. And no KD, no James Harden tonight. Just Kyrie basically out of the big 3 is going to be in there. There's a total of 10 players combined. 3 for the Pelicans missing time tonight, and 7 for the Nets heading out into this game. I covered both of these teams 13 days ago, back on April 7th, and man, Brooklyn blew out the Pelicans. It was KD's return game. He dropped down 17 points. Brooklyn blew out the Pelicans in that matchup. Final score is 139 to 111, and that's where the Pelicans, they allowed Brooklyn to shoot the ball 55% from the floor. So huge matchup going on hand here. Zion's been on a tear, averaging 29 points per game through the month of April. Should be a really good one, hopefully. Much better than the last one. I hope that it is. What's good, Andrew? Welcome in here. Taking the Pelicans tonight in this one. Lost Pupper enjoying here the 420 holiday. Awesome, man. Hope it's a good one out there if you guys are off from school. So we'll be tipping off, I think, about 10 minutes from now, most likely, we'll be tipping off. Okay, so a couple of updates here. It was about an hour ago or so. James Harden heard the news that he had reportedly had a setback in his hamstring rehab. So that's just unfortunate news there for Brooklyn, that James Harden suffered a setback, hamstring rehab right there. He's going to have another MRI. Looks like he's going to be out indefinitely currently for James Harden. So just big blow there for Brooklyn. What's good? Russell, welcome in here. Oh yeah, big day out in Colorado. Christian, welcome on the stream here. Yeah, I know, Max A. Smith. That was just, all the networks were covering it today. Ever since 4:30, had to join in for the network at the place that I work at. That we had a specific time that we had to go, and we were notified about the time that we had to drop by for the network for that one to change it over. Yeah, it's crazy. Every single TV station basically that you try to watch, it was all over the news today. If you try to watch ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, it was all over the place. Even ESPN as well. What's good, Abdul? Welcome on here. It's going pretty well. Things doing pretty good out here. So Pelicans tonight going to go with their usual starting 5. They have their best opportunity tonight to knock off the Brooklyn Nets. Pelicans are just really reeling too as well. They've lost the last 3 straight in a row here for New Orleans. If they had won those last 3 straight in a row, they would have been right in the mix here as part of very close to being a 10 seed if they won the last 3 games. Now they find themselves 3.5 games back behind San Antonio, though. What's good, Aaron? Welcome in here. Things going pretty well as well here. Looks like the line for this one, New Orleans favorite by 3 points in the line there at home. Over-under, a ton of points projected for the over-under. Looking at 235 tonight for that over-under. KD is out tonight. So KD is out tonight. James Harden's out as well. It's just Kyrie out of the big 3 that's playing. So no wonder why Pelicans are the favorites in this game, because the Pelicans got destroyed 13 days ago when they played at Brooklyn. That was KD's return game. I just wanted like a good basketball game here, and unlike the last game. Pelicans have just lost crushers too. Last 2 games they lost in overtime. So they need every single game basically here from here on out to make it to the playing round. They're number 11 out in the West. And lost against Washington 117 to 115 in OT. Lost against the Knicks 122 to 112 in OT. Yeah, me too. I'd probably take the under for that one. That does sound really high. Especially with Brooklyn missing out on like a ton of key players. What's good, Paul? Welcome on the stream here. Yeah, I heard, man. Just absolutely crazy day. Like, all across the networks on the news, it's just constantly being covered right now with what's going on. Just absolutely crazy. Yeah, not a good effort last night by the Celtics. They blew it. They had it. They were up at halftime, and they look really good to start off the game. And just on paper, got to take that type of game. I was watching some of the highlights of that, and they allowed too many easy buckets off of rolldowns over to Daniel Tice. Vucevic lit it up from the floor yesterday for Chicago, and they gave up too many wide open threes. A couple of them to Kobe White from yesterday, and that was just unfortunate seeing that. And a lot of defensive miscues on part of Grant Williams for Boston. Like, Brad Stevens keeps on firing him in the lineup and playing him more and more. It seems like every single game, and Grant Williams just cannot stick with whoever handles the basketball and hits a shot over him. It's just been like that last few games or so. It's really tough. Like seeing him flop ball around the ground. Yeah, the legend Max A-Smith's on the stream right now from the tournament. So about 7 minutes from now, we'll tip off, everybody. If you guys enjoy the stream here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We'll get rolling with a play-by-play, tipping off in a little bit. We'll also keep you guys updated throughout NBA scores throughout the night here. Magic tipping off against Atlanta. That game will tip off any minute from now. Charlotte taking on the Knicks. That game will tip off in a few minutes as well. That's a big game, actually. I'm shocked that they didn't put on Charlotte versus the Knicks tonight. And then there's not much going on in this Tuesday night. Clippers taking on the Blazers, a late game, and the T-Wolves versus the Kings. Let's see here. Miami Heat, welcome to the stream here. I bet Bogdanovic for the Hawks with over 17.5 tonight. Do I think that he has a chance? Yes, I do think so. Going up against the Magic, I think he's got a chance tonight. What's my way too early seeding for Kentucky? For like a ranking or so? I'd probably have him like back half top 25, most likely. Like around 2021 probably right now. I'm probably going to have to sit down and do conference predictions with all the transfers before I even get to, like, the way too early top 25, because usually I do it reverse, do the top 25 and then conference predictions, but it seems like there's so many, like, transfers that's coming in and out. I probably won't release those until, like, September, though. Like, around, like, 2 months to, like, a month and a half before the start of the season, most likely, because this is a time that transfers are just coming in. It's still gonna be like this throughout like May and probably into June as well. Players still transferring out. What's good, Ariel? Welcome to the stream here. Taking the Pelicans tonight. Welcome to the channel here, bud. Yeah, hopefully a good game here. I think Pelicans got a great chance at it tonight to turn this one around. What's good, Jay Rich? He is early here right now in the pregame indeed. We're gonna tip off in about 5 minutes from now. Blake Griffin, I believe he'll be playing tonight. So let's see here. The injury report lists these players out, and Blake Griffin's not in the injury report, so he should be playing tonight. Not in the starting lineup, though, for Brooklyn. It's going to be Kyrie, Landry Shamet, Joe Harris, Jeff Green, DeAndre Jordan. That's the starting 5 tonight for Brooklyn. Brooklyn's got 7 players listed out. Most notable name, Kevin Durant, still out due to left thigh contusion. James Harden had a setback, so he is still out with his right hamstring injury. He had a setback, and he is out indefinitely. That news breaking around an hour ago. Chris Chiozza, Nick Claxton, Tyler Johnson, Reggie Perry, all out as well for Brooklyn, and out as well as Spencer Dinwiddie. He's been out since early in the season or so, like the first week. What's good, Brycey? Welcome to the stream here. Good morning. Out in the Philippines. Glad to have you guys back at the stream. Bill, welcome in here. He's on Zion tonight, over 29. Best of luck out there. I think you got a good chance for that happening here. Zion been on a tear. He is averaging 29 through the month of April. Yeah, Chef Curry been cooking lately. Just unbelievable what the numbers he's been putting up. It's insane. Scoring over 40 points per game in the month of April. Shooting the ball like 49% from 3. It's incredible. Like, he is playing his best basketball of his career right now in this month of April. Like, yesterday, if you're looking at an MVP case, I don't care about the records. Throw all the records out the window here. Is that Golden State, they're ninth in the Western Conference. The records at this point doesn't matter. Look at what Curry's doing. Like, it's incredible. Just absolutely phenomenal with multiple games that he has 10-plus threes in this season. He has been on a major tear. Yeah, I agree, Jay Rich. If Curry keeps it up, Golden State could be the 8 seed. They could potentially pass Memphis, and I think they got a chance as well to pass Dallas, so they could be a 7 seed before the season's wrapped up. If I'm Dallas, because I was thinking about it last night, if I'm Dallas, I'm really worried about the playing rounds. Because if you get Golden State first, if Golden State's either an 8 or a 7, either way, you're taking on Dallas most likely in the first round of the playing game. And the 9 versus 10, it's gonna lead to mostly Memphis versus San Antonio in the 9 versus 10 most likely, unless the Pelicans make a push themselves, knock out San Antonio. But if I'm Dallas, I'm nervous because Golden State right now on a tear. I think they got a terrific chance to win that playing game and then automatically advance as the 7 seed. And then if I'm Dallas, who takes on Golden State, if Dallas loses that game, then they're most likely going to take on Memphis, which Memphis played last year in the playing game. They lost against Portland. They're hungry. And they had just played a week ago, Memphis versus Dallas, and Memphis lost barely. Luka got the game-winning buzzer-beater shot, so Memphis can play Dallas tough, and that's anybody's game if they do meet up in the elimination of the playing game. What college basketball teams do I think will have a down season next season? I think Texas Tech has a lot of players transferring, so they're going to have a new head coach too. So I think they'll probably have a down season next season. Oklahoma lost a lot too, so they're probably going to have a down season as well. I'd probably take Hubert Davis for North Carolina. That he's gonna have a really good first season. I feel like they'll be top 25. I think for UNC coming up for this season. Looks like the rank broke in the Discord. Oof, that's unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna tip off a couple minutes from now. If you guys are new in the stream here, glad to have you guys on board, being a part. As this game is at New Orleans tonight. Smoothie King Arena. The Pelicans currently 3.5 games behind San Antonio, number 11 in the Western Conference. The Brooklyn Nets right now 1 game behind Philadelphia, out in the Eastern Conference. And we will get ready to tip this one off right now, as it's going to be Steven Adams going up for the tip with DeAndre Jordan, and the Pelicans control the tip first. They go right to left on the court. Out there in the court here for New Orleans, starting 5 looks like this. Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Steven Adams, Zion Williamson, and Brandon Ingram. Bounce pass over to Zion, right down the lane. Zion with a quick bucket. He scores for the 2-pointer. Pelicans on the board first. Brooklyn with the first possession. Nets have the basketball. Shamet, who had a terrific game in the last one against the Heat. As Shamet swings over to the top of the key, Kyrie will take the 3 and knocks it down for the triple. I think Kyrie's going to have a monster game tonight. Looking at a double-double most likely. Pass is going to be a kicked ball violation by Shamet, out of bounds. Yeah, so Shamet last game knocked down, he dropped down 7 threes, scored 30 points against Miami. 3-point shot, top of the key. Lonzo drills it straight away right there. Yeah, definitely. Curry completely changed the game. Like, now you see other players following in his right behind Curry, trying to mirror what he has done throughout his career, like Damian Lillard. Like, players showing off the range, Trae Young. Curry completely changed it for sure. Best pure shooter, hands down, in NBA history. As Brooklyn scores underneath, good for 2. 5-5 now the score. Pass underneath the Pelicans, entry pass, too high, they turn it over. Brooklyn has possession now. The Nets move it back out to the left wing. 3 in the air. Drills it down. It's good by Shamet at the left wing perimeter. Nets on top. 1.5 minutes through. A lot of points so far in this one. Pelicans have it. They'll take a 3. No good. Off back iron missed shot by Lonzo. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have possession. Jeff Green hands it off to Joe Harris. Bounce past the Green down the lane. Flings it back out behind DeAndre Jordan. Stolen away though. As the Pelicans have it. Lonzo pass up the court over to Bledsoe. Jacks up the 3 in transition. Knocks it down as we're tied up at 8 apiece. Big time triple right there. 10 minutes left to go in the first. 2 minutes through. Right baseline dribble. Shamet swings it back out to the left wing. Joe Harris dribbles and he gets tripped up here as the whistle blows. Fall picked up by the Pelicans with 9:58 and the clock will stop. What's good, Don? Welcome in here. Indeed. Live and die by the 3 here in the NBA. That jumper no good off the mark by Brooklyn. Defensive rebound picked up by the Pelicans. Zion straight down the lane, and he finishes. 2 right there by Zion. Pelicans lead at 10-8. 9.5 left to go in the first. Brooklyn has possession. Kyrie drives right into the teeth of the defense. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Green takes the 3. No good. Hit back rim. Defensive board picked up by the Pelicans. New Orleans has it at the right elbow. Zion backs his way. Moves it outside Alonzo. Back inside to Ingram. Ingram takes the mid-range jumper and he knocks it down for 2. Yeah, Knicks got a really good defense. I think Knicks got like a top 3 defense this season. Left corner 3, Brooklyn. No good, rolled around the rim, missed shot by Shamet. Defensive board picked up by the Pelicans. Pelicans have possession. Get a quick whistle, it's picked up by Brooklyn. They reach in around the perimeter. Clock will stop, 8:52 left to go. Zion right down the lane, puts it up, and Zion scores up and in off the backboard. Yeah, I think Zion has the opportunity to go down as one of the best players to play in the NBA that played at Duke. I'd probably go right now. I probably would take Kyrie. Right now is Kyrie tried to pass it out right corner. Shamet though, he tried to cut to the basket and went behind Shamet, turnover. 8:30 left to go in the first. Brandon Ingram has possession for the Pelicans. Bounce pass inside of Zion. Moves over to Adams. Adams floats up a high arcing shot and he scores. Pelicans on fire so far. 8:10 left to go in the first. Brooklyn has possession. Entry pass denied. Tipped out of bounds off the fingertips. Last to DeAndre Jordan, so that will be another turnover. What's good, Mr. JRH? Welcome in here. He's taking the Pelicans tonight. 3-point favorites on the line here. Thanks so much for stopping them by, being a part here. Looking good so far for the Pelicans. Spin move inside. Ingram kicks over to Zion. Drives right down the lane. Zion leans into contact, and he'll go to the free throw line, shoot 2. What's good, Hawkeye Nation? Welcome on here. Probably Sunday, most likely, I'll be doing a Phoenix game. So finally, they put Phoenix in on national TV. Finally, that game against the Bucks should have been on national TV yesterday. 16-8 the score. First free throw good at the free throw line by Zion. What's good, Jose? Welcome in here, man. He's at the store right now with his mom. Best of luck there at the store, man. Second free throw by Zion. He knocks it down. Zion's only 20. Yeah, he was playing college hoops at 18. Zion turns 21 on July 6th, so he's only 20 years old. 7:45 left to go in the first. Brooklyn down by 10. They have the ball into the hands of Kyrie. Kyrie defended at the top of the key. Lobs over to Jeff Green. Kicks it back out to the left corner. Shamet dribbles inside, moves it outside of Green. Fires up a three at the right wing, missed it. Hit rim short. Defensive board picked up by Adams for the Pelicans. Pelicans have possession with Brandon Ingram. Ingram backs his way at the right elbow. Ingram inside, kicks it out wide. One dribble, Bledsoe spots up, takes a three-point shot wide open, and he drills it. Eric Bledsoe with a triple, and the Pelicans looking great right from the get-go here. 21-8. The timeout gets taken on the floor with 7:17 left to go in the first quarter. Great start so far by New Orleans. What's good, Ant? Welcome on the stream here, man. Hope all is going well, bud. Favorite sport after basketball would be football. I'm a huge NFL fan. Big time Patriots fan, if you guys didn't know. I think he's doing better this year in the NBA, Christian. Like last year he was unfortunately he missed a ton of games last year due to injury. And I think more for the rookies, it's more like the first season is more like the learning lesson type of season that they have to get under their belt. Once they start to realize and get acclimated into the big league, they in the off season they start to adjust their body, and we saw what Zion did when there was a break from March to July. He started getting jacked there, looked like dangerous Zion, and then he comes back after the off season this season, and man, he is on a tear. Makes his first ever All-Star game, and man, Zion just in his career is just going to be just so dangerous down the road here with his career. It's going to be phenomenal. Yeah, great start by the Pelicans so far in this one. Quick update right now. A couple of scores throughout the NBA. Knicks lead the Hornets 18-14. Magic up against the Hawks now 18-13. So, 3 games currently going on in progress. This one along with 2 others. Yeah, I'm not really feeling Mac Jones. I'm probably going to predict... Ooh. Yeah, they definitely need a quarterback, though, in the first round. Probably go for Justin Fields, if they're able to land him. Hey, what's good, Landon? Welcome to the stream here, man. Sorry to hear that, man. I just put you for the wrench again there, bud. Hope all is going well, man. Yeah, so they stocked up big time in free agency. They basically did like 20 years worth of free agency with all those pickups for Bill Belichick in the offseason. And also to get like, I think like 7 players back or so that opted out last year. They had a couple more. I know a couple of them retired though. What's good? Rick taking the Pelicans tonight. Lawrence, welcome to the stream here. Taking the Pelicans as well. A lot of Pelicans takers out here for this one. I also predicted the Pelicans tonight. Ariel taking the Pelicans here, 120-108. We're back into it. Great start by New Orleans, 21-8. This is their game tonight. They've lost the last 3 straight games in a row. Kyrie gets the handoff, dribbles right baseline. He gets fouled taking the jumper, so Kyrie will go to line shoot 2. What's good, Makeel? Welcome on the stream here, man. Yeah, definitely. Patriots should have kept Tom Brady. It's too bad that they couldn't ever build a wide receiver core around him. The last couple of years. 7:05 left to go. Kyrie first one at the line, drills it. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome in here, man. Best of luck today at work there, bud. Second free throw missed off back iron. Defensive board picked up by the Pelicans. New Orleans has the ball. Lonzo hands it off to Zion, who hands it off to Ingram. Ingram takes the jumper at the right elbow, hit the rim short, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have possession. They give it over to DeAndre Jordan, top of the free throw circle. Moves over right baseline. Jeff Green floats it up. He gets contacted and falls. Zion picks up the personal foul. It's going to be 2 shots coming up here at the line by Green. Hey, that's awesome. Rick here, Texas Longhorns fan for college. That should have been a much bigger season there. Sorry to hear, man, because I was really high in Texas after they won the Big 12 championship. That's more in the coach. And now they're without Shaka Smart. I think they'll do pretty well next season, though. They've got a couple key transfers past couple of days. Both of the free throws good at the line. 6:30 left to go. Pelicans have possession. Ingram takes the jumper over Kyrie. No good. It was an air ball at the right elbow. Brooklyn has possession here with a defensive rebound. Nets have it at the right wing. Bruce Brown hands it off to Kyrie, turns the corner, dribbles right baseline, no good, knocked away off the glass, and the Pelicans pick up the rebound. New Orleans pass up the court, it gets deflected, goes out of bounds in transition. It's going to stay New Orleans ball. Nets got like 7 players out for this game. KD's still out. So KD's out for this game. James Harden had a setback with his hamstring injury. He's out. Jumper for 2. Brandon Ingram knocks it down. 23-11. 6 minutes left to go in the first. Pelicans looking good. 9 for 12 from the court right now. Brooklyn has possession. Joe Harris gives it out top of the key. Ball into the hands of Brown. Moves over right wing perimeter to Green. Hands off to Harris. Harris dribbles right baseline. Underneath, reverse hand layup goes down. Up and in off the backboard right there for Brooklyn by Joe Harris. Pelicans have possession. Adams at the top. Flings it over to Bledsoe. Spots up Jackson, but 3. Hit the rim short, no good. Defensive rebound picked by Brooklyn. Brown at the right wing. Gives it over to Green. Moves it over left wing perimeter. Kyrie passes it on top here. Shot fake Green. Green hands it off to Harris. Takes the jumper. 18-footer. Sinks it for 2. Back-to-back buckets by Joe Harris. 8-point game. Finally, Brooklyn able to get into some sort of rhythm right now. Pelicans have possession, approaching 5 minutes left to go in the first. New Orleans has the basketball. A deep 3 straight away. Missed shot by Lonzo, no good off back iron. Brooklyn picks up the defensive rebound. Kyrie swings it cross court to Harris. Feeds it inside over to Jordan. And it's a whistle here underneath, picked up on a reach and fall by Lonzo. Yeah, man, Steph has been on fire lately. He's dropping like, he's averaging 40 points per game in the month of April. It's just supernatural. Like, isn't even human how incredible Curry is on a whole nother level. Yeah, if I'm Dallas, I think Golden State has a great chance to make it up to number 8 in the play-in. If Dallas is number 6, I'd be really worried about Golden State. Because I think Golden State has a great chance to knock off Dallas in the 7 versus 8 playing game. That would send Dallas to take on the winner of Memphis versus San Antonio. And Memphis already played in the playing game last year. Wow, that pass ahead of the pack leads to a major flush right there by Brooklyn, soaring right over the top and jammed it down with a right-handed flush. 23-19, it was right off a steal. Pelicans have possession. Ingram dribbles at the top of the key. Gives over to Bledsoe at the right wing. Bledsoe dribbles. Free throw circle. Jumper. No good. Off back iron. Offensive rebound. Jackson Hayes floats it up and gets the putback as he scores. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter here. Brooklyn has possession. Nets at the left wing perimeter. Jeff Green dribbles to the top. Bounce pass over to Kyrie. Right down the lane. Kyrie puts it up over Adams. Missed it. Rolled around the rim and out as Adams picks up the defensive board. They give it outside. Bledsoe Moves it over to the right wing. Outside to Jackson Hayes, who's going to take a three, and he misses at the right corner. Usually don't see much of that from him. A rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have the ball, 3.5 left to go before the end of one. Green, deep two. His foot on the line, missed it, no good. Adams picks up another defensive rebound. Pelicans have possession. Ingram at the top of the key. Moves it over, and that is way too far wide to the right, out of bounds. Looking for Najee Marshall at the right corner. They turn it over. Let's see our top underdog or surprise for the postseason. I take Phoenix there. I had Phoenix all the way through, like in the preseason. I had them projected to be Western Conference Finals. So I'll be sticking with that, Western Conference Finals. What's good? Zach Chi, welcome to the stream here. It's been going pretty well, man. Things going really well here. 3-point shot. Pelicans get the rebound as Joe Harris misfires. New Orleans possession. Brandon Ingram dribbles to the left elbow. Passes back outside. Bledsoe dribbles straight away from the top of the key to the free throw circle. A reach and fall picked up by Brooklyn. RGR football fan, welcome in here. My day's been going pretty good. Do I think Carly Jones will win ACC Player of the Year? Do I think it'll be someone else? I think he's got a chance. Really do. I think he's definitely going to be first teamer for Carly Jones. It's going to be really wide open next year. 25-19 the score. We'll go in a timeout. 2:53 left to go in the first. I don't know how the freshmen are going to respond or so, but Paulo Banchero is one of the top recruits coming in. He's going to be playing at Duke this season. I'm going to have my eye on him quite a bit because I think he can be up there for potentially Player of the Year for the ACC. Yes, I took Lakers Suns in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, my Eastern Conference Finals for my prediction right now, I got Philly versus Brooklyn. I've been having Brooklyn recently, but all depends on the injuries. That's the thing. I really think Philadelphia can stop them defensively. It's all going to come into, basically who's healthy heading into, the playoffs or so and what happens. What's good? King Power, welcome to the stream here. Steve, welcome to the stream. Liking Lakers Jazz for the Western Conference Finals. Sure, I'll let you know when Blake Griffin checks into this one. For sure, Ariel. He's yet to check into the game yet for Blake Griffin. So they've only played one bench player so far with Bruce Brown. They played 5 starters and 1 bench player. So Blake Griffin yet to enter the game tonight. He was not listed on the injury report, so he should be out there tonight. Quick update, couple other scores throughout the NBA. Hawks at the end of one lead the Magic 27-24. Hornets up against the Knicks 32-30. So 2 other really good games out there. This one been good. Good to see that. It was a blowout early. Pelicans led 21-8. Now it's 25-19. What's good? Bradley, welcome in here once again. Zion indeed unstoppable. Oh man, I cannot wait to see the future for Zion. What's good? Craig, welcome in here. 2:53 left to go in the first. Top scores tonight. Zion's got 8 points. Perfect. 3 for 3 from the floor in 5 minutes. It's the top score for the Pelicans. Kyrie, top scorer. Carly for Brooklyn. He's got 6 points. Both of these teams played each other 13 days ago, and the Pelicans got blown out 139-111. That's when KD had his first game back. He scores 17 points in his first game back. And no KD, no James Harden tonight. Just Kyrie out of the big 3 for Brooklyn. And we're back to action. Pelicans have possession. 2:50 on the clock. Zion has the basketball, defended by Shaman at the left wing. Moves over to Hernangomez. He hands it off to the right wing perimeter. They turn the corner inside. Pass deflected. Hernangomez gets it. Floats up the shot. Missed it off the mark. Jeff Green picks up the defensive rebound. 2:30 left to go in the first. Brooklyn passes out to the left corner. They give it over to DeAndre Jordan. Now they dribble left baseline underneath Lawari Cabarro. Bounce pass over to Brown. Floats it up inside the post and he scores. 2 more on the board. 2:15 left to go in the first. 4-point game. Brooklyn's made this a great game after trailing 21-8 to start off the first quarter. Nice make his move inside right there. Zion Williamson's got 10 as he scores. Another one up and in off the backboard with a left hand. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Right baseline as Shamet dribbles. Now to the right elbow. Takes the jumper. Gets some space and he knocks it down for 2 by Shamet. Coming off a huge game where he dropped down 30 in the last one against the Heat. Zion at the left baseline. Bounce pass left wing perimeter Najee Marshall. They give it inside, but the pass into traffic got tipped and stolen away. Brooklyn has possession. They'll hand off to Joe Harris. Joe Harris bounce pass underneath as they'll put up the shot and Jeff Green gets contacted and fouled. He's going to send Green shooting 2 at the line. Yeah, I think that's going to be tough nowadays to break a 40-point per game season average. So it was Max Asmus who led the scoring this year. He averaged 24, like over 24 points per game. So yeah, this is gonna be really tough to break. Yeah, it was even further than 24. It was 40. It was 44.5. Pete Maravich scored at LSU. Wow. 44.5 points per game back in 1969-1970. Doing it without a 3-point arc. That's impressive. First shot at the free throw line missed by Green. Second free throw missed as well off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by the Pelicans. Pelicans by 4. Zion gives it over to the top of the key to Kira Lewis Jr. Lewis bursts the speed towards the left corner. Hands it off to Najee Marshall. Hernan Gomez feeds it over to Lewis as they'll take the jumper and they knock it down. Deep 2. Hits it for the Pelicans. What's good, Chris? Welcome on here once again. Nixon, welcome on here, taking Brooklyn. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Brooklyn has possession. Blake Griffin now in the game for Brooklyn. Blake right down the lane, and he'll get contacted and fouled. It's by Hernan Gomez. Or no, they're walking back the other way. They say that Blake Griffin pushed off. So the foul is going to be offensive by Blake Griffin. He pushed off on Hernan Gomez. 40 seconds left to go in the first. Pelicans have the basketball, so it was an offensive foul picked up by Blake Griffin. Deep 2 jumper. Zion misses it wide open. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have possession. Final 30 seconds left to go in the first. Bruce Brown dribbles to the right corner perimeter. Moves back outside. Lawari Cabarro. Pass over to Shamet at the left wing. Shamet gives over to Griffin. Takes the 3 straight away. Blake Griffin knocks it down. His first 3 on the board right there. 3 points by Blake Griffin now. And Brooklyn cuts this into a 3-point game. 12 seconds left to go before the end of 1. Pelicans have possession. Kira Lewis Jr. dribbles at the left right elbow. Kicks it outside. Back outside to Lewis. He fires a 3. Missed it off the mark. Defensive rebound picked up and not enough time to get off a shot. As we end the first quarter of the books here, Brooklyn was trailing 21-8 to start off the first quarter. They've cut it into 3 right now. Currently it's 29-26. Great ending to quarter number 1. Alright, 1 quarter in the books here. We'll go to a switch of quarters. We'll be back in just a couple moments with the play-by-play once again. Yeah, good question here, B-Ball Bully. Between the Harden's playmaking, Durant's shot creation, which do I think is more valuable player in the clutch for the Nets? I take KD there. So I go with Kevin Durant's shot creation that he has got. So Pelicans were up early, as much by 14. Kyrie's the top scorer still for Brooklyn. He's only got 6. Kyrie's going to have a monster game. Yeah, he has to do it basically double-double tonight. If, right now only down by 3, though. He's still going to have to carry if Brooklyn going to have to put this one into the W column if Kyrie puts his team on his back. For Zion Williamson, the Pelicans lead it right now. Zion, the top scorer, he's got 10 points. 4 for 5 from the floor, attacking inside, getting to the bucket. It's been a big key all throughout the season for Zion right now, and he's in double figures once again, looking great. Quick update, couple scores throughout the NBA. Hornets lead the Knicks 36-32. 17 points in the first quarter by P.J. Washington, wow. And then Atlanta up against the Magic currently 35-31. Yeah, so I saw that the over-under for this game was like a ton of points, 235 for the over-under. So there's going to have to be some, like, serious point totals going on over here. It's actually not bad so far. It's only out of the first quarter. Still it's in play. Wasn't looking that way from the start, though. What's good, Jack? Welcome on here. Taking his Pelicans tonight. Jack back into the chat. Hope all is going well, man. We're getting started here for the second quarter. Great start for the Pelicans. They're up as many by 14 in the first quarter. Brooklyn, though, came back surging late at the end of one. Start of second. Starts right now. Blake Griffin with the basketball at the top of the free throw circle. Griffin gives it outside over to Chioza. Or it's over to Shamet. Shamet, bounce pass over to Griffin. Kicks it out left corner. 3 in the air, and that's going to be an air ball by Brooklyn. Missed shot there by Elise Johnson. Defensive rebound. Picked up by the Pelicans. Entry pass over to Zion. Double team. Gives it back out to Kyra Lewis. Moves it over left wing perimeter to Najee Marshall. Marshall passes over Lewis. Lewis dribbles at the right wing. Passes cross court to Marshall. Left baseline dribble. Floats up a short floater at the left baseline. Missed it. Gets his own rebound back. Marshall into traffic. Makes the pass and they score underneath. Tough pass, and that is good by Willie Hernangomez. Tough bucket. 11 minutes left to go in the second. Shot fake Johnson. Kicks it back out left corner. Blake Griffin. Over Zion. Takes the 3. Missed it. And defensive board picked up by Hernangomez. What's good, STK? Welcome to the stream. So, if you guys are just joining us, the Pelicans look great early on in this game. They were up like 21-8 right from the start. And then Brooklyn trailed by 3 at the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it was 29-26. Zion's the top scorer. He's got 10 points so far. Kyrie's got 6 for Brooklyn. Floater that missed. Brooklyn able to pick it up. And Blake Griffin has got his 5th point of the game right there as he puts it up and in off the backboard and scores. 31-28, 10-20 left to go in the second. Pelicans have the basketball. Yeah, man, definitely hope so for sure, Jay Rich. That corner 3 missed off the mark, no good. Brooklyn picks up the defensive board. What's good, GA Prod? Welcome to the stream right now. Approaching 10 minutes left to go on the clock. Pass off Kyrie trying to cut to the bucket. Couldn't handle it cleanly, though, and that's a turnover. Pelicans have possession. They'll take a right corner 3, and Kyra Lewis Jr. out on transition sinks it. For the Pelicans, that's a big-time 3. 9:45 left to go. Brooklyn basketball. Shamet moves over to the top to Blake Griffin. Griffin pass off to a cutter, and that leads to a layup. Lawaru Cabarro behind the defense scores. Tremendous game we got going on right now, trading buckets basically. Pelicans have possession. Kira Lewis Jr. just hit a three-point shot as he dribbles back at the right wing. Moves over to the top of the key. Marshall, bounce pass over to Zion. Backs his way off a double team. Zion, spin move, turnaround. And he scores in the post. Banks it for Zion Williamson. Zion, the top scorer for the Pelicans. 12 points, 5 for 6 from the floor, along with 3 boards. It's going to be Brooklyn basketball now. Shaman dribbles in between the defense of the free throw circle. Kicks it back out to the right wing. Lawaru Cabarro takes the 3. Hits off the top of the backboard. That's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, last year the playoffs are blowing up over here. We had a ton of streams that like people were pouring in left and right on. Under 9 minutes left to go in the second. Pelicans have possession. Zion at the top of the free throw circle. Shot fake. Zion bounce pass over to the right corner. Right baseline dribble. Najee Marshall gives it over to a cutting Kira Lewis Jr. who finishes with a layup. Pelicans by 8. What a start. 8:30 left to go in the second. Bounce pass over to Griffin. He tries to put it up through contact. Blake Griffin will get fouled. Griffin's going to head to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up here with 8:30 left to go. Personal foul picked up by Zion Williamson. It's going to be Zion Williamson's second personal foul tonight. Everybody else playing with either 1 or 0 right now for the Pelicans. First free throw, that one's good by Blake Griffin. Griffin tonight got 6 points. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops when it comes back in November as well. Terrific game going on here. 8:30 left to go in the second quarter. Pelicans by 7. Blake Griffin will shoot his second free throw here at the free throw line. And that one's up and through. 6-point game. Pelicans have possession. Things are rolling right now for New Orleans. Kira Lewis got some space at the top of the key, defended by Lawaru Cabarro. Takes the 3 as Lawaru Cabarro left behind the screen. Missed it. Too strong off the back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Burst the speed, driving right down the lane. Kyrie floats up the teardrop. Missed it. Too high off the glass. Hernan Gomez had it, but stepped out of bounds with the ball, and it's going to be Brooklyn basketball again. They'll retain it. So 8:09 left to go. Nets will pick up the inbounds. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream here. Brooklyn about to get the inbounds. Bounce pass left corner. Catch and fire. No good. Off back iron. Missed 3-point shot by Lawaru Cabarro. Pass of the court. Lewis moves it back out to the top of the key. They'll spot up. Take a 3-point shot. No good. Missed it. Rattled out. Defensive rebounds. Picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have the ball. Drive underneath. They'll float up a mid-range shot and banks it. Jeff Green able to get it to roll in. Big-time bucket. Leads to a timeout right now by the Pelicans. 4-point game. 60 out in the chat right now. You guys are awesome for stopping by, being a part here. This has been a good game so far. If you guys are just tuning in, Pelicans were up early on, 21-8. And then now it's a 4-point game. The Brooklyn Nets, they've been trailing basically throughout this whole thing so far. Yeah, they've been basically the majority of this game. Besides, they did take a 3-point lead through like the first like minute and a half or so. But other than that, it's been the Pelicans up in this game. But man, Brooklyn's staying in there right now. Hey, thanks so much, B-Ball Bully. Glad to have you in the stream here. Wow, this big time news right there. AD is going to be back on Thursday. Huge news there for the Lakers. Yeah, that's big time news for me too. I got AD on my fantasy team. Looking forward to the fantasy basketball playoffs here. Just trying to get my team healthy. It's been the big thing. That will certainly help me. What's good, Brian? There you go, man. Quick update right now with the NBA. Hawks lead the Magic 53-39. Knicks lead the Hornets 45-42. That's a great game, especially when it comes to the standings out in the Eastern Conference. So the Knicks currently, right now, number 6 in the East. 1 game above Miami at number 7. The Hornets right now are 2 games behind the Knicks. Hornets are number 8 in the Eastern Conference. I heard LaMelo's is supposed to come back like 7 to 10 days from now, potentially. LaMelo could be back for Charlotte. So yeah, if you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games here on the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well here on Behind Your Basketball. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan, but I cover all different types of NBA teams. And some really good games we cover lately. It's been phenomenal. Well, like the really good games that's been on, that they put on like national TV. Yeah, hit me up in the chat, guys. Feel free to let me know in the chat who you like in this one. If you haven't already done so, if you're taking the Pelicans here or Brooklyn, hit me up in the chat who you like in this game. My prediction for this one, I took New Orleans in this game tonight. My prediction was 119-112. And Brooklyn without 7 players tonight. Most notable, KD and James Harden both out. James Harden had a setback with his hamstring injury. So now, according to sources, he's out indefinitely. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, that's not good. I wasn't even sure what happened there. I just looked it up, Brian. Oof, that's not a good situation there. Yikes. I see the headlines when I just looked it up there. With that's unfortunate. Wow, Kendrick Nunn dropped 30. It's a huge game for him, man. Jimmy Butler's quote right there. Y'all need to play bully ball. What's good? D-Wade, welcome to the stream here. Delaware back in the house once again. Been a good game so far tonight. We got 7:29 left to go in the second. First free throw is Brandon Ingram at the free throw line shooting 2. First one good. Yeah, be cool someday to see RJ and Zion team up sometime later in their career. What's good, Brandon? Welcome in here, man. Second free throw, Ingram knocks it down. Pelicans by 6, Brooklyn with the basketball. Nets have it at the left elbow. Blake Griffin, bounce pass around the perimeter over to Kyrie. Kyrie swings it back out to Jeff Green. Green at the right elbow, moves it out, right baseline. Johnson gives it back outside to Green. He fires a 3 and knocks it down for the triple. D-Wade going to take the Pelicans tonight. 3-point game with 7 minutes left to go. Terrific matchup going on here. Much better than 13 days ago when they covered that blowout. Jumper knocks it down by Brandon Ingram at the left elbow. Tough shot, too, as he nailed down. Brooklyn has possession, trailing by 5. Kyrie at the right wing perimeter. Dribble drive inside, working on Najee Marshall with a layup right over him, straight down the lane. Scores by Kyrie. 6.5 left to go. Pelicans have possession. New Orleans at the left wing. Kyra Lewis has the basketball, turns the corner, dribbles now inside with his drive. He's got a lot of speed out there, and Kyra Lewis takes it right down the lane and scores. 6:10 left to go in the second. Brooklyn has possession. Kyrie dribbles right down the lane. Pass into traffic, couldn't handle it, as Johnson had it stolen and swiped from him. Pelicans have the steal. They pass underneath. Give it over to Adams. Floats up a little mid-range shot and hits it for 2 there. Steven Adams getting into the scoring action now for the Pelicans as they lead by 7. Sahib, welcome to the stream here. 5:45 left to go. Blake Griffin has it at the top. Try to pass it back out. Pass deflected. Griffin falls in on the ground. Gives it over, drive down the lane to Green. Green missed it, hit the rim short. They get the offensive rebound. Back out right corner. Luwaru Cabro swings it cross court, left corner. Spots up, takes an open three. Green missed it. Tipped up, deflected. Adams will tip it up over to Najee Marshall as he comes out with a defensive rebound for the Pelicans. Marshall takes it inside, scores. Up and in off the backboard. Count the bucket by the rookie from Xavier and the foul. Najee Marshall will shoot one at the line. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, 100 out in the chat. You guys are awesome, real MVPs for being a part of the stream here. I cover basketball games, NBA games, also college hoops as well when it comes back in November. Man, we've had a great game so far. Najee Marshall, one free throw coming up. And no good. It was halfway there, just rattled out. Brooklyn picks up the defensive rebounds. Nets have it with Kyrie. Bounce pass over to Griffin. Shot fake top of the key. Dribbles back outwards to the edge of the Pelicans logo. Griffin to the top here. Takes the three. Missed it. Off the mark. Defensive rebound picked up by Wes Iwundu for the Pelicans. Pelicans have possession. Lonzo swings it cross court over to Ingram. Ingram at the right wing perimeter. Passes out to Najee Marshall. Back over to Ingram. Ingram takes it the right elbow. Takes the jumper over Green. Missed it. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Kyrie has possession. Moves it back out to Blake Griffin. Back outside. Kyrie gives over to Joe Harris. Catching fire for a specialist like that and nails it at the left wing by Joe Harris. 6-point game. Here we go. Buckets coming up right here. Trading buckets trying to, but they missed it for the Pelicans. Lonzo got contacted on his shot underneath, and this could be a foul picked up by Brooklyn. .420 left to go in the second quarter. Right down the lane, Brandon Ingram splits right down defenders and jams it down with a right-handed flush. Pelicans by 8. Brooklyn has possession underneath. Pelicans going to pick up a foul as Blake Griffin scores. Puts it up and in off the backboard. He scores and gets fouled as well. Yeah, nothing about Pascal Siakam, Terry Rozier, like trade rumor or anything. Already past the trade deadline anyway, so if anything happens, it'll have to be in the offseason now. 4:09 left to go. Blake Griffin heading to the free throw line, shooting 1. He's got 9 points so far tonight for Blake. By the way, Blake Griffin is tied for the top score. That free throw is good. So he's got 10. He is the top scorer right now for Blake Griffin. Off the bench, he's got 10. Jeff Green with 9. Kyrie's only got 8 tonight in 17 minutes. Kyrie is 3 for 6 from the floor so far. Pelicans have possession by 5. Ingram swings it out to the left corner. Back out to the top of the key. Marshall dribbles inside, floats up the shot. At the free throw circle, missed it. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets have possession. 3:45 remaining in the first half. Second quarter as we have it here. Kyrie at the left wing, defended by Adams. Kyrie takes a step back 3 over Adams, missed it. His 4th miss of the game. Pelicans pick up the defensive board. As they will pass off to a left baseline cutter, Wes Iwundu throws down the two-handed dunk. Brandon Ingram with the assist. It's only Kyrie tonight that's playing for the big three. James Harden and KD are both out tonight. Another quick whistle picked up. Foul by the Pelicans underneath. 3:12 left to go. Inbound for Brooklyn, so it's a non-shooting foul. Joe Harris dribbles, takes the jumper, 15-footer, missed it. Off the mark, defensive board picked up for the Pelicans. New Orleans has possession. Back outside, Ingram, right corner 3 in the air, missed it off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by Jeff Green. 2:50 left to go in the second. Green takes it right down the lane. Adams gets called for the reach and foul. Goes immediately right next to the ref right there. And not happy about that call for Steven Adams. Needs to have an explanation right there from the ref for Aquaman as we'll take a timeout. 2:52 left to go as the clock will stop. Been a good game so far. Pelicans up by 7. Yeah, yesterday it was for me. I was leaning more towards Joel Embiid for MVP, but after yesterday, now I'm taking Curry right now. It's incredible what Curry has done, just with him leading the team. Yep. Yeah, Reggie Miller's still with TNT. Yeah, I don't know who the name is of the Charlotte Hornets announcer, but he went bonkers yesterday with I think it was a couple of days ago, with the Miles Bridges dunk that he had in the poster a few weeks ago. Like, just need a type of announcer right there to just vision in your life. Just incredible that for kudos to that guy who calls the games for Charlotte, because that was a terrific call. Yeah, Brooklyn's only got 1/3 of the big three tonight. Yep, after last night, me too. I've just been so impressed by Curry, and he's leading Golden State. I actually like how they have the playing game, because it gives extra teams a chance to really prove themselves. It gives them an extra game to really prove themselves. Who'd like to come out of the East? Good question. It's either Philly or Brooklyn. I'm right now like half and half, going back and forth between the two. I think it's going to come down to like entering the playoffs, like who's healthy. Yeah, so right now I've got Curry right now as MVP. So throw the records out the window. Doesn't really mean anything. He's carrying Golden State. He's carrying them right to the playoffs. What's good, Manny, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here. If you guys are new in the stream here, first timer, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college games as well when it comes back on in November. Very good game tonight. Blake Griffin leads as the top scorer for Brooklyn right now. He's got 10 off the bench. Kyrie's only got 8 points so far tonight in 18 minutes. So Kyrie needs to step up big time for Brooklyn. They want to come from behind here. Zion Williamson, top scorer for the Pelicans, 2 in double figures. He's got 12, and then 10 by Brandon Ingram. Why not Jokic? Jokic really close. As far as his availability, that's the biggest thing why he's like the popular pick now for MVP. But it's just Kyrie's on a whole nother level. Like what he's doing with these like multiple every single game 30+ point games that he has had in April, just going on a tear right now. So back to action. Jeff Green shooting 2 at the line. First one good. Second free throw is good. 5-point game, 2:50 left to go. Pelicans have possession. New Orleans has it. Lonzo at the top of the free throw circle. Passes it to nobody. Just airmails the pass out of bounds. Nobody was even in the area. That's a turnover for the Pelicans. Brooklyn has possession. Shamet, pass half court, he dribbles. Defended at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass top of the key, catching fire. Off the mark, no good. Joe Harris, offensive rebound, Brown. Shot fake underneath. Puts it back outside to inside for Brown as Brown gets fouled. Ingram picks up the personal foul. It's going to send Bruce Brown shooting 2 here for Brooklyn. First free throw, Bruce Brown missed it. No good, too strong off back iron. Second free throw, that one's good. 4-point game. Brooklyn's been hanging in all night long. They just haven't taken the lead since like the first 2-3 minutes. Pelicans have possession. Zion at the top of the key. Hands it off to Bledsoe. Bledsoe dribbles now left elbow. Bounce pass into the lane. Over to Zion. Throws it down with a two-handed dunk. Pelicans extend a 6-point lead. 2 minutes left to play before halftime. Green hands it off now to Shamet. Shamet dribbles top of the key. Turns the corner at the left elbow. Shamet moves it back out to Blake Griffin. Griffin hands it off to Shamet. Catching fire off the screen. He missed it. No good off the mark. Pelicans pick up the defensive rebound. Zion has possession. Zion takes on Blake Griffin. Down into the lane. Gets called for the offensive foul. Runs right over Griffin as Griffin takes the charge. Well, see, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, LeBron's been out for so long. I'd be shocked if he comes back and gets it by now, but you never know as far as popularity what happens. .135 left to go. Brooklyn also coming up in the bonus as well. Nets have possession as they'll go drive underneath to the basket, lays it up, and then they score with Shamet. Puts it back, winning the 4-point game. They just can't break the deficit. They're right there. They're close. Ingram passing the traffic, jumps the route, steals it away by Bruce Brown as he gets fouled, dribbling right before half court. So Brooklyn will head to the free throw line. Part of the bonus now, shooting 2 shots by Bruce Brown. Clock will stop with 1:14 before half. Finally, we were able to see Stan Van Gundy get up out of his chair. That was not the case in the last game 13 days ago. He sat there throughout the whole game. First free throw is good. Bruce Brown's second shot coming up here at the line. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well when it comes back in November. Second free throw is good by Bruce Brown. 1:05 left to go, remaining before halftime. Hernan Gomez has it at the left elbow. Puts it back out top of the key. Pelicans dribble inside, floats up the shot, missed it. Hit the front rim, missed shot by Najee Marshall. Defensive board picked up for Brooklyn. 50 seconds left to go. Bounce pass off a cutter behind the defense, and Bruce Brown throws down the two-handed dunk. We are tied up now, 54 even. Terrific game with 49.4 left to go before half. Pelicans have possession. New Orleans takes it past half court. At the top of the key, Ingram takes the three straight away over Griffin. Drills it for Brandon Ingram. 38 seconds left to go before half. Brandon Ingram tonight. Number 2 scorer behind Zion. He's got 13 points. Zion with 14 for the Pelicans. Brooklyn has possession. They'll take a 3 at the top of the key. Too strong off the mark. And they get called over. Yeah, it's going to be touching that ball over the cylinder, so they will not award Blake Griffin with a tip-in. Shamet missed the 3 straight away. And it's on Griffin, so Pelicans have it back. Jumper gets another one for 2 more. New Orleans hits it at the left elbow. That's by Brandon Ingram. Back-to-back buckets. Brooklyn has possession. 15 seconds left to go. Nets down by 5 before halftime. 3-second differential shot clock and game clock. Nets with the basketball with Shamet. Dribbles at the top of the key. Now dribbles right down the lane. Shamet kicks it back out. Right corner. Catching fire. Brown knocks it down with a triple right there by Bruce Brown with 5 seconds left to go. Pelicans have possession. Trying to take it past half court. It's going to go out of bounds. The refs meet right here to discuss who the ball was dribbled out of bounds off of. Clock will stop with 2.4 seconds. It looks like Initial call, it's out of bounds. Oh, that looks lost past half court by Ingram. That looks clearly out of bounds by Brandon Ingram, but the Pelicans going to keep possession, the refs say. Wow, Pelicans catch a lucky break. They're going to inbound, cross the court, catching fire, left corner three. Oh, what a block right there. Bruce Brown. Major rejection at the left corner perimeter with 0.3 of a second remaining on the clock as the ball goes out of bounds. The pass crossed the court to Wes Iwundu. He was open at the left corner until he tried to jack up the three, and Brown came in closing out last second and swatted out of bounds. Inbound coming up underneath their hoop here for the Pelicans. 0.3 of a second left to go. 0.3 on the clock remaining before halftime. Got some players checking in and out of the game. Jackson Hayes will come into the game for the final possession here for the Pelicans. As Wes Iwundu will take a seat on the bench, inbound for New Orleans. They lob it over the top, looking for Najee Marshall and couldn't get him. As we go into halftime, 59-57. Great game in that first half here, everybody. What a game. Alright, so half of basketball in the books tonight. Leads to a two-point game here going into half. If you're just joining us, the Pelicans were up as many by 14 points in that first quarter. It was 21-8 at one point. The Pelicans right out of the gate. Brooklyn came back, and Brooklyn hasn't had a strong showing tonight by Kyrie at all. It's been multiple players, other players, really stepping up their game tonight. Blake Griffin, 10 points off the bench for him. 10 points by Shaman. He has stepped up past couple of games. 11 by Jeff Green, top scorer at halftime. It's good to see it's a close game. Yeah, I think Klay Thompson going to be back next season. So he's eyeing the season opener for next season to be back. What's good, Jose? Welcome on here, man. Hope all is going well, bud. Pelicans top scorer at halftime, Brandon Ingram, 15 points. 14 by Zion. He's only missed one shot from the floor. 6 for 7 by Zion. 14 points in 14 minutes. Pelicans looking good. It hasn't really been like a sloppy game or anything. It's been more trading baskets. Brooklyn, if it wasn't for that start by Brooklyn, this would be a back and forth like lead change type of game right now. If Brooklyn didn't get out to that 14 point deficit early on. Pelicans going to start going to the free throw line, though. That's the thing, though. They only went to the free throw line 3 trips in that first half. 4 for 5 Carly at the free throw line by the Pelicans. Pelicans looking good from the floor, and it's been basically their 2-point shots. Their interior scoring has been huge for New Orleans. Just going to tally this up for a moment. Yeah, 1 month to the playoffs, man. Should be an awesome time. Like I remember last year, these streams were lit here during the playoffs. Alright, so the Pelicans have made 62.5% of their 2-point shots so far. So they are currently 20 for 32 with their 2-point shots so far. That's been a big key in this game for New Orleans. Of course, led by Zion. Zion most efficient scorer in the court here. Inside the interior, he is 6 for 7 with his 2-point shots. The only shot he missed was a deep 2. So the low post scoring has been a big help tonight for the Pelicans, shooting 62.5% from the floor. And both of these teams haven't really gone off from 3. Pelicans only made 5 3-point shots in the first half. Brooklyn with 6 threes that they made. So right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe as well. If you guys are digging the content, hit me up in the chat who you like in this one. If you haven't already done so, Brooklyn or New Orleans tonight. I cover NBA games, different types of teams usually. tomorrow night I'll be off, but I'll be back on Thursday. We'll be calling a doubleheader on Thursday night. So from time to time I'll cover a doubleheader. I usually take the early game, the 7:30 game, because I'm out on the East Coast. I'm actually from Massachusetts, where I am. I have to get to work, get up early in the morning usually, but since it's not like a 10 o'clock game, since it's 7 and 9:30, I'm going to cover on Thursday, doubleheader that I'll be doing. So Thursday's games... Thursday's game is going to be a doubleheader. It's going to be Sixers versus Bucks. That's at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then Lakers versus Mavs. So two really good games. I wish they put the Celtics Suns on national TV so I could get it right there. That's another great game. I'm a Celtics fan, if you guys didn't know. I'm a big New England sports fan. Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins. Hey, that's awesome. B-Ball Bully been to Massachusetts before. Yeah, it's a great state. It's really pricey in some areas, but it's really good. We have all different types of landscapes out in our state. Like where I live like out more towards like the coast or so, but it's out in the woods where I live. We have all different types of things, like the woods, the farms, the coast, the cities, a lot of industrial places, especially like inside the 128 belt in Mass. When you get up towards like Boston. I'm more towards like Rhode Island, where I grew up. What's good, Gage? Welcome on here. Terry Rozier cost Bill 1K. Sorry to hear, man. He scored 18 in the first half. Jeez. Wow, Hornets up right now at halftime, 66-60 over the Knicks. Emmanuel Quickly is looking really good, like the steal for the draft. He scored 17 points in the first half for the Knicks. Wow, Hawks crushing the Magic right now, 65-49. Clint Capella's already got 14 points, 15 rebounds. Yup, we got deer out here where I am. So I live out in the country where we are. We got like a lot of deer where we are. We got like coyotes where I am. We have quite a bit of turkeys where we are too. What I do for work, I work in radio as a production director at a radio station. So I do like all the audio work for the radio station. That's what I got my degree in, was back in college. I got my degree in communication, concentrating in radio. I do like a lot of the voiceover work for production there for a good amount of spots too. So right now, just at halftime currently here. Terrific game so far, 59-57. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so let's see here. My top draft picks I got right now. So number one's Cade Cunningham. I got number two. I'm gonna take Evan Mobley right now. I think it could be tight between Evan Mobley and Jalen Suggs. And then Jalen Suggs at number three. Number four, I go Jalen Green. Number five, Jonathan Kuminga. And this is where things get interesting. 6. I'd probably take Davion Mitchell for number 6. His draft stock rose a ton during the tournament for Davion Mitchell out of Baylor. 7, I think I'm going to go Moses Moody at 7. In the back half, I go 8, 9, and 10. I think James Bouknight's going to be in there close to like one of those, 8, 9, or 10. Corey Kispert is around there too. And then it's either Keon Johnson or Jaden Springer for Tennessee. I think both of those, Jaden Springer, Keon Johnson, could go back and like back to back with those two. I think either 10 or 11. Yeah, I think one of them's gonna go in there inside the top 10. Yeah, Nets have like 7 players out tonight. This game it's more for the Pelicans, because the Pelicans right now, 3.5 games, has a ton of meaning behind right now for the Pelicans, because they're trying to make a push of the playing game. They want it way more. They're 3.5 games behind San Antonio in the West. Oh, Day'Ron Sharpe. He's probably gonna be around the 20s, most likely. Hey, what's good, Justin? Welcome to the stream here, man. No problem you're late, bud. Glad to have you back in. Right now we're just at halftime. It's a great first half so far. It seems like a lot of these games have been covering. They've been terrific games. I'm trying to jog my memory back to what I've covered lately. Yesterday I covered Philadelphia against Golden State. That was a great game. Back on Saturday, Celtics versus Golden State. That was a terrific matchup. And then Philadelphia against the Clippers. That came down to the wire on Friday night. Oh man, Memphis against Dallas with Luka's buzzer beater on Thursday night. That was a great game. And then Philly versus Brooklyn earlier on that was actually on Wednesday, I think. I'm looking back at it now. Yeah, that was on Wednesday, I think, for last week. We had some really good games last week. What's good, Nate Van? Welcome to the stream here. Just at halftime currently. Top scorer for Brooklyn's not Kyrie if you're just joining us right now. Which I'm shocked about. I thought that Kyrie would have a huge game right now. So Kyrie's got 8 points in the first half, 3 assists. Yet to grab a rebound. Top scorer is Jeff Green. He's got 11. 10 points each by Bruce Brown and Blake Griffin. The bench with those two, Brown and Griffin's come alive. They get 22 bench points for Brooklyn. Pelicans basically going through their top 2 starters here. Brandon Ingram, 15 points, 14 by Zion. Yeah, I heard that was a late game yesterday. Denver against Memphis from yesterday went into double overtime, man. I heard Ja tried to go for like the game-winning shot, put it like high off the glass, trying to dunk like through a line of 3 defenders. He missed the dunk. It was late anyway at the shot clock. Yeah, Brandon Ingram, top scorer for the Pelicans at half, 15 points, 14 by Zion right now. Yeah, Alonzo's struggling, 3 points, missed 3 shots, turned it over twice. Zion, so, another thing here, identifying foul trouble. Zion's got 3 personal fouls. Everybody else either playing with 2 or 1 for the Pelicans. So Zion in quite a bit of foul trouble in the first half. For the Brooklyn Nets, they only picked up 6 personal fouls in the first half. So nobody's really in foul trouble. Just only one player, Timothy Lowaru-Cabarrot, who's got 2 personal fouls. Everybody else with either 1 or 0. What's good, Jalen the Beast? Welcome to the stream here. Just at halftime currently. We're going to get back to action a couple minutes from now. Quick update, couple other NBA scores, only 2 other games going on. Not really much for the NBA slate tonight. 5 games total, 3 games that right now going on this hour. 2 other games currently. Hawks lead the Magic 67-55. And then the Knicks up against the Hornets 74-70. That game has got a lot of meaning to it. The Hornets currently for Charlotte, they sit at number 8 in the East. They're 2 games behind the Knicks. The Knicks, if they win tonight, they move up to 5th. In the Celtics, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm really worried about the stretch we got. So we just came off a really good winning streak and lost against the Chicago Bulls team that they should have beat yesterday. And then they also got a back-to-back against Phoenix on Thursday and then Brooklyn on Friday. Which I'll be covering that game, by the way. So Brooklyn on Friday, I'll be covering Celtics versus Brooklyn on Friday. It all depends on who's healthy that game for Brooklyn. What's good, Vegas? Welcome back in here, man. Jalen the Beast watching the Knicks game. Awesome, man. Feel free to keep me updated as well throughout the chat. Like what goes on throughout. You know, a couple of people do that throughout, like, couple of time updates once in a little bit. Hey, there you go. Vegas just finished eating dinner. Hope all went well there, man. At least my Tuesday night's much better than last Tuesday night. Waiting all the way for the Celtics game, and only the first quarter I was able to stream it, and then for some reason it was restricted in my area that it had. So we're going to start third quarter out in just a moment. Terrific first half. Looked like the Pelicans were just going to control this game straight from the start. They were up at 1 point by 14 points in the first quarter. And then Brooklyn able to adjust. Their role players stepped up in this game. And not their, like, main key star player of Kyrie. It's basically been, like, other players that stepped up in a big way. Who do I project to win the championship this year? I'm still going to go with the Lakers right now to predict. I feel like if LeBron comes back healthy, I'm not going to bet against LeBron. Anthony Davis is supposed to return, I think, winning this week or next week. So he'll be back, I think, winning like the next few days or so for AD. Brooklyn has possession as they're going to start off. In the third, they missed the 3. At the top of the key to go right to left in the court. Pelicans get the rebounds. New Orleans has possession. Zion right down the lane attacking, and it will be a blocking foul here picked up by DeAndre Jordan. Clock will stop with 11:32. They say it's blocking or no? They say no, it's going to be picked up before the block. Alright, so it's going to be picked up before the blocking foul. It was a reach and assessed to Brooklyn. Pelicans have it. Bledsoe. Bounce pass over to Zion. Zion backs his way. Turnaround. Hits the shot inside for 2. Zion Williamson just too good. 16 points, 7 for 8 from the floor. Pelicans extend it. They lead by 4. Brooklyn has possession. At the left wing perimeter, Kyrie has it at the free throw circle. Double teamed. Jeff Green, bounce pass over to Kyrie, gets past one man, floats it up at a left hook right there, and scores up and in off the backboard. Pelicans have possession, second possession out of the third quarter. New Orleans with Zion, kicks it out wide, right corner perimeter. Bledsoe, bounce pass over to Steven Adams, he floats it up, missed it off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Blake Griffin's currently on the bench right now, but Blake Griffin had a great second quarter. He got 10 points in the second quarter for Blake Griffin, so his total 10 points in 13 minutes. Brooklyn just turned it over underneath their hoop. It went out of bounds. Pelicans get position. Jumper. Missed shot, no good by New Orleans by Ingram at the free throw circle. Defensive rebound picked by Brooklyn. Nets have possession. Top of the key three. No good. Missed it off the mark by Kyrie. Defensive board picked up by the Pelicans and leads to a quick whistle. Another reach in right at half court by Brooklyn. Oh, I got you there, Makeel. Yep, I've heard of Ramadan before. 10-10 left to go in the third. Pelicans have possession. Zion hands it outside. They'll take a three-point shot. Missed it. No good by Bledsoe. Tipped up. Tapped out of bounds. Deflected. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan for Brooklyn. So the Pelicans will retain possession here. 14 on the shot clock with 10:03 left to go. Pelicans get the inbound. Lonzo gives over to Zion. Zion open at the top. Zion dribbles right inside. Floats to the shot. Missed it. Gets his own rebound back. Hooks it up. Second chance. And scores up and in off the backboard by Zion. Top scorer tonight for the Pelicans. Zion with 18 points. Pelicans once again up by 4. We'll see if Brooklyn can respond. Right down the lane. Lays it up. Scores up and in off the backboard with a left-handed layup there by Joe Harris. 2-point game. They've had opportunities to tie or take the lead for Brooklyn, just the Pelicans have seemed to respond, and here they are with the ball again. Ingram dribbles, shot fake at the free throw circle, kicks it back out to Bledsoe, spots up to take a wide open three and missed it. Off the back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by the Nets. Chance to take a lead with a 3, chance to tie it up with a 2. Joe Harris moves it back out to Shamit. Shamit gives it over. Shot fake right wing perimeter. Kyrie floats it up over the top, able to get the roll down right there with DeAndre Jordan as he goes down with an alley-oop slam off the Kyrie assist. 63 even. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Pelicans take a jumper as they hit it. As that one goes down for a deep 2. New Orleans out in front again. 8:50 remaining. Brooklyn possession. Joe Harris dribbles inside. Moves it back out to the top. Kyrie straightaway 3. Sinks it. Oh man, the scoring's really picking up right now. Brooklyn 1-point lead. 8:45 left to go. Stan Van Gundy leading to a timeout called here on the court for New Orleans with 8:45 left to go. Yeah, I've got the same thing right now, Don. I've got Nets and Sixers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Alright, so this game has really picked up as far as the scoring department in this one. Kyrie finds himself 5 points out of the gate here in the third quarter. He's got 13 total. Top scorer now for Brooklyn. So exactly what I said at halftime. If Brooklyn wants to take the lead, they got to let Kyrie go off in this game, and he just did with a 3-point shot. And just like that, straightaway 3 takes the lead for Brooklyn. For the Pelicans, top scorer Zion Williamson. He's got 18 points, 8 for 10 from the floor. 15 points tonight by Brandon Ingram, top 2 scorers. Been shining tonight here for the Pelicans. They just need more help. That's the big key for New Orleans. Need other players to step up. Eric Bledsoe's had a tough game tonight. He's only got 6 points. And Lonzo's struggling as well, 5 points. And Steven Adams more known for his rebounding or so. And just being an interior presence out there, helping out, clear the pathway for Zion inside the post. Off the bench, though, Pelicans, Wes Iwundu's got 6 points, 5 by Kyra Lewis Jr. Yeah, they need more points off the bench for New Orleans. Total points they got right now, they got 17 total bench points. And then for Brooklyn currently, they got 22 total bench points. 10 of those each by Bruce Brown and Blake Griffin, and then 2 by Timothy Loiero-Cabarrot. I got the Celtics right now going to... I've got them winning the first round, but losing the second round right now. So I've got them to the Eastern Conference semis. So I don't have them in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just think those matchups are tough for Boston. They're going to have like matchups paving their way for them to get there. I think it's doable to win the first round, but it all depends on who they match up with. I'm not sure if it's doable if they do match. It's really not doable if they fall back to an 8 and have to play Philadelphia. That's a tough matchup. They got swept by Brooklyn so far this season. They play against Brooklyn their last game against Brooklyn on Friday. So if the big three is healthy, another tough matchup for Boston. And then Milwaukee could be the one that they could potentially push Milwaukee in that series. All depends if they can stop Giannis or not, because there's been times that Giannis has struggled against the Celtics, other times that Giannis has just gone off against Boston. But yeah, those three teams are tough. If they do end up playing against the Hawks, though, I do like the Celtics against Atlanta in the first round. It all depends if they can get to a 5 or a 4. Alright, so back into action. Here we go. 8:35 left to go in the third. Pelicans down by 1 now. They have possession. They take a 3-point shot at the right wing. Alonzo missed it off the mark. Deflected out of bounds. Last touched out from behind by Steven Adams. It'll be Brooklyn possession. Nets have possession. Kyrie swings over to Joe Harris. Takes the open three off the screen and drops it down for the triple. Back-to-back 3-point shots here by Brooklyn. Now with a 4-point lead. Largest lead of the game for the Nets. 8 minutes left to go in the third. Lonzo at the top gives over to Ingram. Ingram moves over to Zion, backs his way inside the post, kicks it out left corner, back out top of the key, and they mishandled it, bobbled the basketball, stolen away. Shamet bursts the speed past 2 defenders, lays it up and in with the right hand, and gets fouled as well. Shamet gonna go to the free throw line, shoot 1. Man, look at that turbo boost out there, like an R1 on a PlayStation controller, blowing right past Brandon Ingram, right down the lane after the steal. Baby Goat, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, definitely agree. Milwaukee could break through. Definitely all depends if the big three is not healthy for Brooklyn, and if Embiid gets injured and has to miss some time, then it could lead to the way for Milwaukee to make it to the finals potentially. Catch and fire another 3, and Joe Harris. Back-to-back triples he has made. They hit the free throw before by Harris at the line with an and 1. It's now 75-65. 7:30 left to go in the third. Stan Van Gundy again calls a timeout, and the Brooklyn Nets just rolling on a 9-zip run in the last minute. What's good, Paul? Welcome to the stream right now. Right now we go to a timeout. Everything that was going the Pelicans' way. Just right now crumbling down 18-6 third quarter by the Nets here right out of the gate. Are the houses expensive here in Mass? It all depends on where you live, I guess. Out towards Boston, they sell a lot of places for $1 million. It's a ton. You can't really find anything for less than $800K up towards Boston. If you're 20 minutes or closer to Boston, everything's $800K plus. If you go further down, an hour away from Boston, things are worth 250, 300 grand out here. Yeah, it's really expensive, especially near Boston. If you go out to I think Cape Cod, it's less expensive for Cape Cod though. Things are 200 grand, 150 grand. All depends on the size of the house though. Because I know if you go up to New Hampshire, things are selling for less than 100,000 places in New Hampshire for houses. And even if you go up the further north you go, or even if you go out to the other portions of the U.S., it's much cheaper. More you go out Midwest and southeast. But if you go deep into Maine, they're selling houses for 80,000, 70, 60,000, I think, out there. But yeah, a lot of stuff near Boston's basically around $1 million. Yeah, Boston College, that's a really high richy section or so. That's in Chestnut Hill. That's one of the that town it's actually located in is in Newton, Mass. That's one of the highest class towns in all the state of Mass. One of the richest towns, I feel like. I think Newton, Wellesley, There's like some of like the richest towns in Mass. Yeah, so those houses over there, they're selling for like over $1 million, because that's where like Bob Kraft, Bill Belichick, they live out in Brookline, Mass, which is the town over from Newton, where Boston College is in, which Brookline's one town over from Boston. It's like 5 minutes away from Boston, and that's where like all like some like big time known people live. Like, yeah, Bob Kraft is out there in Brookline. 75-65, currently in the third right now in a timeout. Look at this. This point explosion recently has led to now 6 players in double figures for Brooklyn currently. 15 points by Joe Harris, back-to-back threes by Joe Harris, 13 by Kyrie, 11 by Jeff Green, 10 by Shamet, 10 each by Brown and Griffin as well off the bench. Yeah, definitely agree with you, Jay Rich. It's terrible to see, man. It's just this part of the season, it's just been bad because of the injuries that's picked up right now. So we're back into action. 7:20 left to go in the third. We'll see what the Pelicans can do, how they can respond coming out of this timeout. New Orleans dribbles at the right elbow, jumper taken. Ingram hits it for 2 right there. It's a big time shot. Able to give them some momentum right out of the timeout. Now they need stops though for the Pelicans. Brooklyn has possession. They have it at the top. Green gives over, drives into the lane. Shot gets blocked. Pelicans have possession now. Bounce pass over to Najee Marshall. As he moves it over right down the lane to Ingram. Couldn't finish. Missed the layup. Too strong off the glass. Defensive board picked up by Brooklyn. Brooklyn has possession. Right down the lane. Couldn't finish, but they're going to call a goaltend. Over the cylinder. They awarded 2 points to Jeff Green. Yeah, I'm basically going back and forth between Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs there for 2 and 3. I think it's all going to depend on like what team is at like number 2 and what their need is, basically. Underneath, tough bucket score by Zion inside the post. Puts it back to an 8-point game. 6:18 left to go. Brooklyn just turned it over. The corner perimeter goes out of bounds. I actually don't follow like that much college football. I haven't been keeping track of like the NFL draft. I haven't really kept track that much for it. I'm more like into like the NFL than like college. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Steven Adams had the handle there. Clock will stop. Got tapped out of bounds by Brooklyn. What's good, Showtime? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, a lot of points consist in these Pelicans games. Under 6 minutes left to go. Bounce pass underneath for Brooklyn as they come up with a rebound. Leads to another Pelicans foul. Hey, no problem, Uncle Pistol. Yeah, my holiday went pretty well, man. The holiday was like yesterday anyway, so yeah, no worries there, man. Zion's gonna check out of the game now for New Orleans. $5:50 left to go. Underneath. Brooklyn receives the pass and they get contacted again and fouled. So the Nets will head to the line, shoot 2 shots, and without Zion, this is not looking good for the Pelicans. Zion's currently on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Yep. Yeah, it's college football just like not a whole lot of people watch college football where I am over here in Mass. Like not a lot of people pay attention. If it is college football, it's Boston College, but I don't pay attention to much like BC football at all. Yeah, basically everything around my area is all like New England Patriots football, where it is. First free throw good at the line. DeAndre Jordan hits it. Second free throw, that one's good. Yeah, I'm usually like busier in the fall or so, because I'm usually like out more during Saturdays out in the fall. That's why I don't catch like a lot of like college football games or so. I'm more like more free on like Sundays. That jumper's good for the Pelicans. They knock it down. Really needed that one. It's 71. Yeah, it's a deep two. 79 to 71 the score. 5:20 left to go. Jeff Green right down the lane. He dribbles. Floats up a high arcing shot. Missed it. Tipped up. Offensive rebound. Bruce Brown. Bounce past the left baseline over to Green. Green puts it inside underneath the hoop. Nobody manned up on DeAndre Jordan, and he scores up and in off the glass. Lissandro, welcome to the stream here. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Pelicans have possession. Lonzo gives it over outside to Ingram. Ingram moves it over to Jackson Hayes. One pro hop inside, and that'll be a reach-in. DeAndre Jordan picks up the fall. He can't believe it. Clock will stop with 4:52. Yep. Always a great Saturday night out there, especially when your team gets put in the Saturday night college game day primetime game. Yeah, Brooklyn without KD and James Harden tonight, just with Kyrie, and they're finally leading. Step back three, Lonzo missed it. No good at the right corner. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. Nets by 10. Kyrie dribbles to the right wing. Now dribbles towards the top, kicks it out to the right wing perimeter. Ball into the hands of Jeff Green. He gets around Jackson Hayes, drives right baseline, got it blocked right back, gets the basketball over Adams and scores with a second chance bucket by Jeff Green. Relentless for Brooklyn right now. 4:20 left to go in the third. Pelicans double teamed. Lonzo swings it over underneath. Why the extra pass? You were just right there, Najee Marshall. Lay it in. Instead, either way, it's going to lead to a bucket by Steven Adams. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Off a double team. Brooklyn has it. Kyrie receives the bounce pass for Jordan. Takes the mid-range jumper and hits it for two more. Kyrie, top scorer tonight for Brooklyn. He leads the way. He's got 17 points. 3:50 left to go in the third. Pelicans take a three. That's a much-needed one. Lonzo hits it straight away. Puts it back, win a 9. 3:40 left to go. Another corner three, and that one is good. Going down by Brooklyn. They're going to give him a 2. His foot was on the line for the Nets, so they give it a 2. 3.5 left to go. Scoring really picked up. Pelicans right down the lane. Scores with a layup. Brooklyn this time will slow it down. Bruce Brown dribbles past half court. 3:20 left to go in the third. Brown moves over to Kyrie. Kyrie defended top of the key by Ingram. He takes the three in the air, hit the front rim, defensive board, picked up by the Pelicans. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Zion, top scorer for the Pelicans tonight. He's got 20 points. What's good, Jordan? Welcome to the stream here. Right now, I've got Lakers against Brooklyn for the finals. I think Philadelphia could make it close, though. I've been back and forth with that Eastern Conference final. I've got Philly versus Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference final. Brooklyn will drive inside. He missed the layup off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by the Pelicans. Pelicans right inside with Lonzo. Gives it over to Ingram. Moves over left corner back to Lonzo. Swings it cross court as Najee Marshall goes right down the lane. Got tugged from the back and he got fouled. This should be 2 shots coming up by Marshall. $2:32 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games. Also college hoops as well when it starts up again in November. 2 shots at the free throw line by New Orleans. Najee Marshall missed the first one. Yeah, June 12th for Vegas' graduation. That's awesome, man. Best of luck out there on June 12th, bud. Yeah, less than 2 months away. It's going to be coming up soon. If you're just joining us, top scores tonight for Brooklyn, 17 by Kyrie, 15 each by Joe Harris. He's made 3 threes, and Jeff Green with 15 as well. And then for the Pelicans, top scorer, Zion Williamson, 20 points. 19 points tonight by Brandon Ingram. Second free throw, Najee Marshall missed it. Off back iron, went 0 for 2 that trip. Brooklyn has possession. Nets pass behind the back. Kyrie over to Blake Griffin. Shot fake as he takes his dribble closer to the hoop. Missed the hook shot. No good. Tried to tip it up, and he gets his second chance right there. Blake Griffin tips it in off his miss as he scores. Blake Griffin tonight off the bench. He's got 12 points for Brooklyn. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third. Jackson Hayes moves over to Kyra Lewis at the top of the key. Gives out left corner. Wide open three. Pelicans take it. They make it. Najee Marshall sinks down the left corner triple. 6-point game. Terrific game going on right now. Pelicans won't go away. We got 1:57 left to go in the third. Alright, heading to a timeout right now. 2-possession game all of a sudden. Najee Marshall's three just made it that way. It's been a great game tonight. Pelicans were right up out of the get-go in this game, leading 21 to 8 at one point. Had a 14-point lead, their largest lead in the game in the first quarter. And Brooklyn kept it close all the way at the end of the first quarter. They came from behind, cut it to a 3-point game, and then in the second quarter, trailed by 2 at halftime. And then took the third quarter at the end, led the scoring. Has been taking the third quarter, leading the scoring 32 to 24 in the third quarter currently, as Brooklyn's starting to heat up here. They got out to a big hot start. They were like on a 9-zip run in like 1 minute. Yeah, I agree, man. Jeff Green has been he's been terrific, and he's sustained it for a long time too. Lawrence, welcome on here. Taking the Pelicans tonight. Hit me up who you got for this one. Nets or Pelicans out in the chat. We're back to action. 6-point game. Blake Griffin misses the 3 for Brooklyn. Back from the timeout. 1:40 left to go. Pelicans have possession. New Orleans has it. Zion dribbles right down the lane. Scores for 2 more by Zion. That's a big bucket. Zion Williamson tonight. Top scorer for the Pelicans. 22 points. 10 for 13 from the floor. Brooklyn has possession. Joe Harris puts it back outside. Lovaru Cabarrot dribbles right down the lane. Floats up the shot. Missed it. Tipped high off the glass. Missed putback. Defensive rebound picked up for the Pelicans here. New Orleans has the basketball. Kyra Lewis floats up. Gets intercepted. Brooklyn looks for the full court outlet pass. Too high across the court though when it goes out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball again. One minute left to go in the third. 4-point game. Here we go. Pelicans have possession. Zion will be the ball handler. Zion dribbles past half court, defended by Griffin. Now has it at the right baseline. Zion backs his way inside the post. Swings it out. Pass gets deflected to get it back. Hernangomez moves over left baseline dribble. Float to the shot. Scores. Najee Marshall. Tough bucket inside the interior. It's a 2-point game. 45 seconds left to go, approaching the mark in the third. Shamet at the left wing, defended by Kyra Lewis. Gives it over top of the key. Blake Griffin hands it off. Now they take it right down Broadway as they'll get the reverse-handed layup. Joe Harris scores right down the lane, and he gets it up and in off the glass. Up by 4. What a game. 30 seconds left to go in the third. New Orleans moves it out to the top here. Lewis, open 3, sinks it down. Kyra Lewis Jr. with a triple. 1-point game. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, man. Pelicans on a 10-2 run. Brooklyn was up by double digits a couple minutes ago, believe it or not. This game's moving by fast right now as far as the scoring. 13 seconds left to go. 1 second shot clock differential between game clock. Brooklyn has possession. Shamet, dribble drive inside, right behind the defense, throws it down with a right-handed flush. Gets past Hernangomez straight away down the lane. Here goes the Pelicans. 2 seconds left to go in the third. Floats it up, and we got contact here with a blocking foul. It's going to send New Orleans to the line shooting with 1.2 seconds left to go. 2 free throws. What a game. Oh, man, every single one of these games on national TV lately has been close. Blocking foul picked up by Blake Griffin. It's going to send 2 free throws here by the Pelicans at the line. This will be Najee Marshall. First free throw, he missed it. Najee Marshall leaving off points off the board here when it comes to free throws tonight. He is currently 0 for 5 at the free throw line. Second free throw, missed it. Oh, the tip in by Zion as he gets it. As he tips it in with 0.5 of a second left to go. Full court shot by Brooklyn, and they miss it as we end the third quarter. Zion Williamson, 24 points. Helps out his teammate Najee Marshall as the shot goes around the rim and out. And Zion gets right behind the defense. Didn't box out 3 defenders. Griffin, Brown, and Lowaru-Cabarrot, and he tips it in. What a game. 93-92. Going to head to the fourth quarter. Call me crazy. Welcome to the stream here. It might not work for you. You might have got blacked out where you are. I'm from Massachusetts, where I am. If you're from like Louisiana or New York, you might have got blacked out by TNT. Because sometimes when TNT has the Celtics games on, like late games, a week ago I got blacked out trying to watch the game against Portland. So it might depend on what market you're in. If you're in either New Orleans or New York for your market, or if you're close by like Louisiana or New York or New Jersey, then you might get blacked out for this game. Yeah, just so many injuries this year. It's been a terrible season just trying to go through this game, through the injuries this season. What a game we have it, though, at the end of the third quarter. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one, Brooklyn or New Orleans. What a game. Zion Williamson, 24 points. Just got the tip and to put it to a 1-point game. Other than that, Najee Marshall, got to make your free throws here, bud. He is 0 for 5 tonight at the free throw line. The Pelicans struggling. If they lose this game, this is a crusher for them. Because they are 4 for 9 at the free throw line. For New Orleans, they are 44% shooting at the free throw line. Brooklyn's 14 for 18. Leaving points off the board. 5 points off the board with 9 free throw attempts. Yeah, I got you there. Call me crazy. So yeah, call me crazy near New York. So yeah, your market's probably on blackout restrictions. So that's why. That's why if you live in the local area, sometimes they black out the games. That's why, because I'm from Massachusetts. So I've had that problem with the Celtics games on TNT. What's good, Pat? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, it's all over national TV all throughout today. So it's been all on the news throughout today. Nobody's got hurt in this game tonight. It's just more so like, I think we were talking about like players missing out on being part of their team right now because the injuries in general throughout the season currently right now. Yeah, it's incredible, man. Thank you guys so much for the subs. 11.3k. We have reached a milestone here for 11.3k in the channel. You guys are awesome. Real MVPs out here to stream. Incredible. Top scorer currently tonight for Brooklyn. It's a tie between Kyrie and Joe Harris. Both got 17 points. 15 points by Jeff Green along with 7 rebounds. 12 points by Landry Shamet. Bruce Brown's got 10. 12 points off the bench by Blake Griffin. And the Pelicans' top 2 scorers, Zion Williamson, 24 points. 11 for 14 from the floor for him. 19 by Brandon Ingram. And then 12 by Lonzo right now. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off the fourth quarter in just a moment here, guys. What a game we've had if you're just tuning in. Pelicans were up at one point by 14 points in the first quarter. And then other than that, Brooklyn came back. They put it to a 3-point game at the end of one, 29-26. And other than that, Brooklyn was hanging on. They took the lead in the early third, and then the Pelicans came back and put it to a 1-point game at the end of the third quarter. Here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Pelicans will have possession first of the basketball. They go left to right in the court. Kira Lewis has the top of the key. Dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Passes out left corner. Catch and fire. 3 in the air. Najee Marshall sticks it with another triple as he makes the 3-point shot at the left corner. The rookie from Xavier looking good tonight in this game. Except at the free throw line where he's 0 for 5. But tonight, Najee Marshall from the bench now in double figures with 10 points. 10:20 left to go in the fourth. That's a deep jumper. Lowaru-Cabarrot hits it down for Brooklyn right back. And it's a 3-point shot at the left wing. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. If we do hit 15K by the finals, that would be incredible. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth. New Orleans has possession at the left wing perimeter. Wes Iwundu floats it up over to Hernan Gomez as he's defended left baseline. Underneath, Hernangomez puts it up, and he gets fouled by Joe Harris. Clock will stop with 10:59 left to go. It's going to send 2 free throws coming up in the line. It was a shooting foul picked up by Joe Harris. Blocking foul, so Hernangomez shooting 2 shots for the Pelicans. First free throw, missed it, too strong. Off back iron, he missed it. Second free throw coming up. Hernangomez knocks it down. We're tied up. 96-96. Here we go. Final 11 minutes left to go in the fourth. Brooklyn has possession. At the top of the key, Blake Griffin. Hands it off to Shamet. Off the screen, fires a 3, and Shamet sticks it. 3-point shot drilled right there by Landry Shamet. 10:35 left to go. Pelicans have possession. Lewis dribbles to the right wing. He takes a 3 and missed it off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up for the Nets. Blake Griffin. Now at the left wing spin move. Back out to the top to Loaru Cabro. Missed his mark and a pass a little bit wide to the right of the fingertips of Blake Griffin, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover Nets. It will be Pelicans ball. Yeah, I think Stan Van Gundy might get cut at the end of the season. If they don't make a run and they don't make it to like the playing game at least. Because they basically haven't shown any sort of improvement from last year where they are right now for the Pelicans. They're about like the same range that they were last year with their winning percentage. Hey, thanks so much, Kevin, for being a part here on the stream, taking the Pelicans tonight. Glad you enjoy the stream here, man. Hernangomez down the lane, just got fouled. He's going to go to the line, shoot 2. 2 shots by Willie Hernangomez here for the Pelicans. First one gets it. We got 10-12 left to go in the fourth. Much better game tonight compared to 13 days ago when the Nets blew out the Pelicans 139-111 at Brooklyn. So I'll be off tomorrow, guys, and next stream I'll be back on Thursday, covering a doubleheader. So that free throw is good. Second one. It's going to be Philadelphia against Milwaukee. So Sixers versus Bucks in the first game, and then Mavs versus Lakers right after that. Pass off the cutter. Joe Harris scores. Up and in off the glass. Inez, welcome in here from the Philippines. Thanks so much for the sub here. Appreciate it. 9:40 left to go in the fourth. They lost the handle of the ball. Pelicans turn it over. Brooklyn has possession now. Harris dribbles right baseline inside. Puts it up high. No good off the window. Offensive rebound. Puts it back. Couldn't get it. Forced tie-up underneath. Tie-up jump ball between Najee Marshall and Bruce Brown. They're going to have to go up for the jump ball here at Brooklyn side of the free throw circle. Alright, so Brown and Marshall will go up for the tip here. It's going to be at the free throw circle, front court, Brooklyn side of the court. This one gets tipped up, and Brooklyn controls the tip. Shamet moves out to Loaru Cabro. He's open, fires a 3, and Loaru Cabro hits it. Big time 3-point shot for Brooklyn. 9:20 remaining. Nets by 6. Pelicans have possession. And it leads to a timeout taken by Stan Van Gundy. They're down to 2 timeouts, I believe, remaining. Brooklyn's got 4 left. So we'll take a timeout. 9:16 remaining in this one. 6-point game. Alright, heading to the timeout. If you guys are new here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe if you're digging the content. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of the NBA, different types of teams. Mostly every night or so I usually cover games. Tomorrow night I'll be off though. So tomorrow night, no streams. I'll be back on Thursday night. Doubleheader I'll be covering on Thursday night. It's going to be Philadelphia against Milwaukee. First game, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Second game will be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Mavs versus Lakers. Should be two really good games going down. Quick update for scores here. Hawks lead the Magic 97-85. 4.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks leading the Hornets 107-95. And then this is the third game going on right now. Yeah, it's been part of the problem for New Orleans when they face Brooklyn. Both of these times around, New Orleans gave up 19 threes in the last game. Right now, they've given up 12 three-point shots, and the Pelicans just cold from three themselves. They've only made 9 threes tonight by New Orleans. Their interior's been really well, though, tonight for the Pelicans. Yeah, this has been a great game for Joe Harris here. He has knocked down 3 triples. 19 points in 27 minutes by Joe Harris. Kyrie's got 17. I thought Kyrie would go for at least 30 tonight. He's got 17 points currently. Bruce Brown, low-key, he's got a double-double for Brooklyn. 10 points and 10 rebounds by Bruce Brown. 15 points by Shamet. They got shooters all over this team indeed. So, even due to injuries right now, Joe Harris has been available all throughout the season for Brooklyn. And Shamet's gotten better and better lately, too. He's been a reliable piece lately here, stepping up in a big way. Bill looking for Zion to score 6 more points. So, yep, Zion top scorer right now for the Pelicans. He's got 24 points. Looking great inside the interior. Again, 11 for 14 tonight. Brandon Ingram's got 19. They just need more players to step up. Najee Marshall hit 2 threes from the left corner, though. Yeah, I heard that. James Harden's out indefinitely. That's a big blow right there for Brooklyn. That's a setback. It's a tough one. Yeah, Pelicans at the very bottom, like defensively. Yeah, locking up the perimeter been like big time problem all throughout the season. So we're back to action. 9:10 left to go. Pelicans have it. Down by 6. Zion dribbles to the free throw circle. Gives it outside to Kyra Lewis. Kyra Lewis dribbles at the right wing. Moves it outside to Najee Marshall. And we get a foul away from the basketball. It's picked up by Brooklyn. Shamet holding Hernan Gomez gets called for the contact underneath the hoop. Away from the ball. 9 minutes left to go. It's good to see that Stan Van Gundy is at least up out of his chair tonight. Zion takes on the defender inside, puts it up over Blake Griffin and scores. Oh man, tough bucket Zion Williamson, getting them to triple digits on the board. Oh baby. Right baseline dribble past Kyrie, reverse hand wraparound layup over Blake Griffin and got fouled by Griffin as well. And one at the line by Zion. He drills it. This is a one-possession game, 3-point game, 104-101. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Brooklyn has possession. Kyrie, bounce pass top of the key to Blake Griffin. Defended by Hernan Gomez. Hands it off to Shamet. Pass off the roll down. Watch out, Blake Griffin. Oh, man. Trying to go for the dunk. Wasn't the prettiest thing. Ended up not dunking it. And went in for a layup that the ball rolled around the rim and in. So lucky he didn't miss that. That was close to being a miss. He was off balance going underneath there. He was wide open. But either way, he scored. Pelicans, inside the post, they miss it. And they get called. Over the back call by New Orleans. Yeah, I think definitely in the future, I think Zion, if he keeps it up throughout his career, I think he could potentially be in the GOAT discussion. If he can sustain his career and avoid injuries, that's the big thing. Bounce pass for Brooklyn inside. Blake Griffin moves it outside to Shamet. He fires a 3 at the top of the key, missed it. Pelicans come up with a defensive rebound. 8 minutes left to go, approaching in the fourth quarter. Zion has it, top of the free throw circle. Backs his way, kicks it out to Kira Lewis. Lewis dribbles to the right elbow, hands it over to Marshall. Marshall, spin move inside, gets it inside the key and scores for Najee Marshall. I like what he's been showing tonight here in the court. He's got 14 points for Najee Marshall. Rookie from Xavier, 7:45 left to go, and Lowaru Cabarrot got stripped of the basketball underneath in the key, and the Pelicans come up with a steal. New Orleans has it. 7:30 left to go. Pelicans down by 3. They have the basketball. They dribble inside. Lewis kicks it out right corner. Wesawundu moves it outside to Lewis. Pass over to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez powers his way on Griffin inside. Turnaround jumper. Rolls around the rim. Scores. Got it. 1-point game. What a game here, folks. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for being a part of the stream tonight. What a game we got. Hit me up in the chat. Who you like in this one? Brooklyn and the Pelicans catching fire off the screen at the right wing. And that is good. Landry Shamet knocks down the 3-point shot. Pelicans have the ball. Under 7 left to go. Underneath, Zion scores. Up and in off the backboard. Zion Williamson adding to his point total again tonight. He's got 29 points. 13 for 17 from the floor. 6:40 remaining in the fourth. Brooklyn has it. Top of the key 3 open. Blake Griffin missed it. Defensive rebound ripped away in the glass here by Najee Marshall. Marshall hands it off to Zion. Zion has it, 15 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Lewis. Back outside to left wing. 3 in the air. Hit the front rim. Marshall missed it. Defensive rebound picked up by Brooklyn. What a game we have right now. Nets by 2. They'll take the 3 in transition, and Kyrie hits it down for the triple at the left wing. Big time 3 for Brooklyn. 5-point Nets lead approaching 6 minutes. Halfway mark through the fourth quarter. Kira Lewis. Dribble. Drive inside with his speed. Puts it high off the glass. Missed it. Contact. They do get the offensive rebound. No call. Zion backs his way on Blake Griffin. Inside the post. Stripped to the basketball. Blake Griffin. Oh, what a hustle play. Dives out for the basketball. Lands on it. Comes out with a steal. Brooklyn now out in transition. Left baseline dribble. Lowaru Cabarrot. Tons of contact as he dribbles right to the bucket. As that'll be a foul. And the clock will stop with 5:42. It's going to be on the Pelicans sending Lowaru Cabarrot to the line. What a game we have here. Incredible steal. Blake Griffin defense. Stripping Zion in the corner perimeter. And then they pass up the court over to Lowaru Cabarrot, who dribbles left baseline, gets contacted and fouled. 2 free throws here at the line by Lowaru Cabarrot. First one's good. The personal foul is by Hernan Gomez for the Pelicans. Hey, there you go. Knicks won. Oh, boy. So, yeah, Knicks are above the Celtics now half a game. Not looking good for my Celtics, especially how they play. Later this week, a back-to-back. They're usually not great this season on back-to-backs. They got a tough next 2 games. Phoenix and then Brooklyn. Thursday and Friday. 5.5 left to go. 114-107. 3-point shot straight away. Got it. Brandon Ingram, major 3 right there for the Pelicans with 5:30 left to go on the clock. It's a big-time jumper. What's good? I don't know anymore. Welcome to the stream here, man. What a game we got. Brooklyn has possession. Kyrie pass behind his back, trying to get a little bit too fancy. Stolen away by the Pelicans. Out in transition, out of the break, and award them the bucket. It's a goaltend by Brooklyn. Count the 2. It's going to be a 2-point game. Kyrie got fancy on that pass behind his back. Pelicans came up with a steal and cashed it the distance. Yeah, that's phenomenal, man. The Knicks just, what a season they've had. Win number 7 right in a row. 5:10 left to go. Pelicans got fouled too at the free throw line. Najee Marshall finally makes a free throw. It's a 1-point game. So he got fouled on that, as well as they got a goaltend call too. Brooklyn has possession. Moves over top of the key. Shamet has it. Dribbles. Dish underneath. Oh, what a gift. Joe Harris behind the defense scores. 2 more for Brooklyn. 4:40 remaining on the clock. Pelicans have possession. Pelicans down to 2 timeouts. Brooklyn with 4 timeouts. We'll keep on monitoring that as we're approaching 4:30 left to go. Zion lost control of the basketball, stripped in the lane. Here goes Brooklyn out on the break. Nobody behind to defend, and leads to an easy layup out on transition there. Another 2 by Joe Harris. Joe Harris tonight, top scorer for Brooklyn, having a terrific game. He's got 23 points. Pelicans missed the jumper, no good. Brooklyn comes up, defensive rebound, 4:10 on the clock. Kyrie dribbles at the right elbow, stop and pop jumper, gets the space, and knocks it down for 2 more by Kyrie. Brooklyn's put up 120 on the Pelicans with no KD and no James Harden. Less than 4 minutes left to go. Pelicans down by 7. Zion now it's the basketball at the left baseline. Zion hands it off to Lonzo. Off the pick, sets the 3, fires, got it. That's a big time 3. Lonzo drills it. 3:40 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game we have. 3.5 remaining. 4th quarter. Kyrie dribbles. Oh, gets a lot of space. Takes the 3 over Marshall. Couldn't hit it though. Hit the front rim. He had a lot of space out there in a step back. Pelicans come up with a defensive board. Zion backs his way inside a post on Blake Griffin. Zion underneath. Powers his way. He gets fouled. Zion will go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Blake Griffin picks up the personal foul. Clock will stop with 3:14 remaining. This is a 4-point game. Zion Williamson tonight heading back to the free throw line looking for point total number 30. He's got 29 total. Top scorers tonight, Zion with 29, 22 by Brandon Ingram, 15 by Lonzo, and 15 off the bench by Najee Marshall. Having a great game, rookie from Xavier. Pelicans also in a bonus as we update here. 3:14 on the clock. Brooklyn's top scorers looks like this. 23 by Joe Harris. He's 10 for 16 from the floor, making 3 threes. Kyrie's got 22, along with 8 assists. 18 points by Landry Shamet, making 3 threes. 15 points by Jeff Green, 7 rebounds for him. 14 points by Blake Griffin, along with 7 boards. Double-double by Bruce Brown, 10 and 10. We take a timeout before Zion will shoot free throws. Got 3:14 remaining. What's good? Chris, welcome to the stream here. Big Zion fan, welcome on board. Vaughn, welcome in here. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Carly on the timeout, what a game we have it here. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one, who you're rooting for to win this game. Brooklyn or New Orleans. Hit me up in the chat, Pelicans or Nets. Sorry to hear that, Vaughn. Hopefully things will get better over time for you, man. Just keep your head up, man. Stay positive, and hopefully school will go much better for you over time there, bud. As you're back to return in school right now. Quick update for the NBA. A couple other scores going down here. 2 games going final tonight. Knicks beat the Hornets 109-97. Hawks over the Magic tonight 112-96. This game going down to the wire. If you're just joining us, 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Brooklyn by 4, 120-116, and Zion Williamson got fouled. So he's going to head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots coming up after timeout. Might need to have a headphone warning soon in this one if it keeps on being a close game for the final minute. I won't put it out there right now, though. We still got a little bit more time. We got 3:14 remaining on the clock. Yeah, Pelicans starting to get to the free throw line more often here in the second half. What's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. You joined in for a good closing finish for this one. 3:14 left to go on the clock, currently in the timeout. And the Pelicans going to have 2 shots coming up in the line here by Zion. I predicted the Lakers to win the title, so I'm still going to stick with it from now. AD's coming back, I think, like, either late this week or next week. Still don't know when LeBron's going to come back. Probably sometime right before the playoffs in May. I still think once if AD and LeBron are still healthy, though, I think they can lead the Lakers once again to another title. What's good, Roger? Welcome to the stream here. Alright, so we're going to head right back into action here. 3:14 remaining. Zion Williamson, 2 free throws. The Pelicans also in the bonus. First shot, got it. Zion will shoot a second shot coming up the line. Hey, congrats there, Steven. That's awesome, man. You made the varsity baseball team at your high school. That's incredible, man. Best of luck this season with your baseball team there. Second free throw coming up by Zion. And that one is good. Yes, Steven's been on the stream. You've been on the stream since the NBA playoffs, man. If you're interested in a mod, bud, let me know. I can hit you up on one. Because you've been here all the way from, I think, around September, October for the playoffs. Supporting my streams. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2-point game. Kyrie jumper at the left baseline, and he drills it. It's a big-time 2-point shot right there. 4-point game. Billy, welcome to the stream here. Made it in for the final 3 minutes. Pelicans down by 4. They have possession. Top of the key, Lonzo. Lonzo gives over to Ingram. Ingram dribbles to the free throw circle. Takes the jumper and sticks it. 2 more on the board right there by Brandon Ingram. Oh, what a game we have here. Ingram tonight's got 24. Zion, he's got 31. 2.5 left to go. I'll be covering some special live streams for baseball soon as well, man. Definitely, man. So we welcome in Steven to the mod squad. He's been out here all the way from the playoffs back in September, October, supporting these streams. Oh, what a drive inside. Blake Griffin shot fake around the perimeter. Drives right down the lane, and with a thunderous two-handed dunk, he throws it down. Brooklyn by 4 with 2 minutes left to go. This one could potentially come down to a buzzer beater tonight. Terrific matchup. 2 minutes remaining. Brandon Ingram has it. Top of the key for the Pelicans. Bounce pass over to Zion. Zion takes his defender inside. Down the lane. Pass Green. Lays it up and then off the backboard by Zion. And he gets it as well as he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot one. What a game. So welcome in Steven out to the mod squad here. He's been supporting these streams all the way since the playoffs, September, October. There you go, Vaughn. So Vaughn looks like he got it. My girlfriend got it today as well. Free throw miss. No good. Zion off the back iron. Defensive rebound picked up. 1:45 left to go. 2 timeouts remaining for both of these teams. It's going to be Pelicans in the bonus as well. Brooklyn has possession. 1:35 left to go. Kyrie has it at the top of the key. Swings it over outside at the left wing perimeter now. Joe Harris has it. Hands it off to Jeff Green. Green at the top takes the 3. Straight away missed it. Defensive rebound picked up for the Pelicans. New Orleans has the basketball. 1:20 left to go. Brandon Ingram controls the ball. Ingram, 1-on-1 defended by Kyrie here. Ingram passes over to Zion. At the top of the free throw circle, Zion has it. Moves it over left corner. Catch and fire 3. Oh, no good. Missed it. Najee Marshall hit back iron. Had a great look. He had made 2 corner threes in this game, but just missed it. 1 minute left to go as Brooklyn comes out with a defensive rebound. Here we go. 1 minute remaining. Kyrie has it at the top. He dribbles. Spin move inside. Jumper mid-range. Oh, that was nasty. Kyrie for 2 right there off a spin move. And takes it right at the free throw circle and knocks it down. Brooklyn by 4. 45 seconds left to go. Ingram, straightaway 3. It rattled out. Halfway in there, rattled out with a foul picked up. It's on Brooklyn, it looks like. And the clock will stop with 44 seconds left to go. What a game. Oh, man, just unlucky right there by your own arena hoop here at Smoothie King for Brandon Ingram. Takes the 3-point shot. It was halfway in there, rattled out. It's a tough one. They'll go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Steven Adams at the line, going up for the rebounds. And he came down with it, got fouled. First one is good. 44 seconds left to go. Adams misses the second one, way too strong, and Blake Griffin picks up the defensive rebounds. I think he was trying to do that on purpose, see if he can grab the rebound, because he saw an opening. Couldn't grab it, though. Because it was earlier on in the fourth quarter, At the end of the third, it was when Zion got the tip in. 40 seconds left to go. 3-point game. Brooklyn has possession. Kyrie will take it up the court. You need to force a turnover. Need to do it with a 20-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Kyrie dribbles at the top of the key. Working on Marshall. Kyrie has it underneath the hoop, and he'll put it up and scores. Tough bucket by Kyrie. Kyrie takeover, the closer tonight in this game for Brooklyn if they do come out on top here. 26 seconds left to go. Timeout taken by Stan Van Gundy here for the Pelicans. 26 seconds remaining. Kyrie just, man, low dribble. Able to score over Marshall, who is on top of him. What's good, Luis? Welcome to the stream here, man. What a game. Got over 180 people on the stream. If you guys are a new first-timer here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well when it comes back on in November. Man, what a game here tonight. 33 points by Zion, 24 by Brandon Ingram, with the Pelicans trailing by 5 in the final 26 seconds. Big reason why Kyrie took over here in the second half. Kyrie, 20 points in the second half. He's got 28 total tonight, along with 8 assists. 23 points by Joe Harris, having a spectacular game, 10 for 16 from the floor. 18 points tonight by Landry Shamet. 15 by Jeff Green. 16 by Blake Griffin, along with 8 rebounds. 10 points by Lawaru Cabrio, and 10 and 10 tonight by Bruce Brown. That is in total 6 players in double figures tonight. Or 7 players. 7 players in double figures tonight for Brooklyn. Without James Harden and KD. They've got 7 players in double figures. So we're going to get back to action here. 26 seconds remain. Pelicans will have possession. Down by 5. And they'll get the inbound coming up in their front court. This will be the only game that I'll be streaming tonight. James Harden's out due to hamstring injury. He suffered a setback earlier today as reported. He's out indefinitely. He suffered a setback. Inbound for the Pelicans. Ingram moves it outside. Catching fire. 3 by Najee. Marshall hit the rim short. Offensive rebound. Ingram kicks it back out to the right corner. Kyra Lewis spots up, takes a 3-point shot, and drills it at the right corner. That's a big 3. 16.8 left to go. Inbound by Brooklyn. Joe Harris has it. Dribbles up the court. Double teamed at half court, and he gets fouled. 12.7 seconds remaining. Kyra Lewis picks up the personal foul from behind. It's going to send Joe Harris to the free throw line. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome on here. What's good, Fats Sinagugran? Welcome to the stream, if I'm pronouncing that correct. That free throw, the first one's good by Brooklyn, now in the bonus. Joe Harris, first free throw, knocked down tonight. Duke Doan, welcome on here. 12.7 seconds left to go. Joe Harris, second free throw. No good, rattled out. Pelicans have a chance and they take a timeout with a rebound. 12 seconds left to go. Oh, it was halfway in there, rattled out. Exact same thing as Brandon Ingram's 3-point shot with less than 2 minutes left to go. It rattled out. That one by Joe Harris's free throw rattled out. Yorkel, welcome to the stream here. What a game we have. Pelicans going to get the inbound coming up after the timeout with 12 seconds remaining. Don't change the dial. Also, turn down your headphone volume if you guys are new. Just to make sure, in case this is a buzzer beater, sends it into overtime, make sure to turn down your headphone volume. Headphone warning if you're watching for a big-time call. If somebody comes in the clutch here for the Pelicans and sends this game into overtime, what a game. So a missed free throw could potentially send this game into overtime if the Pelicans make a 3. We saw it back a week ago. Grayson Allen, 91% free throw shooter at the line from Memphis, missed 2 free throws. And Dallas got the game winner by Luka and won it a week ago. And I got to call that game. And now we have a chance that this one could potentially go into overtime with the Pelicans. 12 seconds left. They'll have the inbound coming up. What a game. Here we go, folks. Pelicans about to get the inbounds. Allen taking the Nets out here. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one, the Nets or the Pelicans. Make sure to lower down your headphone volume if you guys are new here. And in case it's going to be a big call to send this game into overtime with a game-tying 3 at the buzzer. Make sure your ears don't want to get blown out by that call. 12.4. They put back 0.3 of a second on the clock. It's 12.4 seconds. Pelicans will get the inbound in the front court. Najee Marshall will be the inbound passer. He's looking to pass it off. Marshall, pass over to Ingram. Ingram has it. Shot clock turned off. And Brooklyn going to pick up a foul. Wise call there. Brooklyn will send the Pelicans to the line shooting 2 with Brandon Ingram. So they're not going to allow the Pelicans to take a 3-point shot. Brandon Ingram will head to the free throw line here as Blake Griffin follows him. It's going to be 2 free throws. D-Wade wants overtime. Oh, yeah, I would love to get some overtime tonight, honestly. I'll be off tomorrow night, by the way, but I'll be covering a doubleheader on Thursday night. 2 great games, Philadelphia versus Milwaukee, and then the Mavs versus the Lakers. Hit me up what you want in this one. If you want overtime or no OT, type it out in the chat if you guys would like. Overtime, you can type in OT or no OT, whatever you're going for your predictions or what you want. 11.4 left to go. It's going to send Brandon Ingram to the free throw line shooting 2. Won't allow the Pelicans to take a 3. Ingram here, 2 shots. What's good, Ezra? Welcome to the stream here. That was indeed a smart foul. First one is good. So Zion got a tip in the last time. We'll see if he misses on purpose here for Brandon Ingram with 11.4 seconds left to go. Ingram with his shot, it's up, and he drills it. Hits that one down. So Zion had got a tip in to end the third quarter. Instead, he drills it, and it's 129-128. Now for Brooklyn, a 3-point game. Basically, a 3-point shot for Brooklyn if they make it coming up here. It's a timeout taken on the court. So 11.4 seconds left to go. We're going to go back to the timeout. For Brooklyn, though, if they do make a 3, they basically ice the game. Because it would put it 132-128 if that does happen or so. So we'll see about this coming up. The Pelicans still going to have to foul. It's the thing, though. Electrics, welcome on the stream here. Kyrie with a big-time shot. We'll see if that indeed sealed the game or not. All depends on what happens here and who will receive the pass and who will head to the free throw line coming up. Jack, welcome to the stream here. A lot of people on the stream right now. You guys are awesome. Real MVPs out here on the channel. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games, as well as college hoops when it comes back on in November. What's good? Neil, welcome on the stream here. All the new people for being a part here, first-timers. Alright, we're going to head right back into action here. It's going to be Brooklyn basketball. 1 timeout remaining for the Nets. Pelicans are out of timeouts. Both of these teams in the bonus. What's good? Braden, welcome in here. 11.4 seconds left to go if you guys are just joining us. Brooklyn up by 1 will have possession. Both teams in the bonus. Pelicans will have to follow. Jeff Green will be the inbound passer defended by Zion here in the front court for Brooklyn. Brooklyn looking to get into the inbound. He put it all the way into the backcourt. Kyrie receives it, and Lonzo picks up the personal foul, reaching in on Kyrie. So the clock will stop with 10.5 seconds left to go. Kyrie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. One timeout remaining for Brooklyn. Out of timeouts for the Pelicans. Kyrie, 2 free throws here at the line for Brooklyn. Close one indeed. Drift, welcome to the stream here. We got 10.5 seconds. So 10.5 seconds remaining. Kyrie with 28 tonight. First free throw. Kyrie knocks it down. Make sure to lower down your headphone volume in case you guys are new here on the stream. Don't want to get your ears with a big call. Just ripped out with a big call if this does happen to have like a buzzer beater in it to send into overtime. What a game. 10.5 seconds left. What a game. Kyrie, second free throw. Coming up the line here for Brooklyn. And he got it. 3-point Brooklyn lead. Pelicans with one last chance. They're out of timeouts as well. About to get the inbounds. They got to get the ball inbounded. They do. Ball into the hands of Ingram. That was an ugly inbound pass. Throw in the backcourt. 7 seconds left to go. Ingram takes it past half court, and that's a wise foul. Brooklyn picks up the foul with 6 seconds left to go. Pelicans with no timeouts. That is a wise foul right there by Brooklyn. Reach and foul picked up with 6 seconds. Right at half court. Having basically 5 seconds go off the clock, and Bruce Brown reaches in at half court. This will be the only game later. This is the only game tonight I'll be covering. So first free throw coming up here by Brandon Ingram. That one's good. I'll be off tomorrow, and then 2 games coming up on Thursday night. Philadelphia against Milwaukee on Thursday, and then Mavs versus Lakers on Thursday. Second free throw coming up. Brandon Ingram, second shot at the line here. 6 seconds left to go. This one's up, off the back iron, no good. And it's going to be a defensive rebound by Brooklyn as they go on the ground with the ball, and Pelicans pick up the personal foul. Bruce Brown will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. So Brandon Ingram too strong off the back iron. They had got a tip in earlier with Zion. That one just right down the center, picked up by Bruce Brown with a defensive board. Sorry to hear that, 7-7. Yeah, it's probably because they do that for the local teams from time to time. Sometimes if it's on TNT due to like blackout restrictions. 4.8 seconds left to go. 2 free throws here by Brooklyn at the line. First one, missed it. Rattled out. What's good, Ethan? Welcome to the stream here. .8 seconds left to go. Second free throw coming up here at the line by Brooklyn. Brooklyn with 1 timeout left. And that one's good. Hits the free throw. Pelicans will get the inbound. We'll see. Buzzer beater here. Going to have to send it to overtime. Pass over to Zion. Zion lost it. Goes to the bounds. Last touch by who? The refs are meeting right now. 2.6 seconds left to go. Whether it was lost out of bounds by Zion or out of bounds by Brooklyn. That's knocked out of bounds by Kyrie. So Kyrie knocked out of bounds. He knocked it out of bounds as Zion received the pass. The Pelicans going to have 2 seconds left to go with the basketball. Yeah, refs point in the Pelicans' direction. They're looking at this right now. If Kyrie poked it out of bounds or not. Brooklyn's bench, they were pointing that it was out of bounds by Zion. He turned it over around the perimeter. The refs had pointed that this would stay Pelicans basketball. We got 2 seconds left to go. Yeah, that looks like it's off of Kyrie. That looks like Kyrie got a piece of that basketball around the perimeter. They're looking at this right now. This is a huge call, everybody. Over 300 on the stream right now. That's very close. That is really close right now. So this is being reviewed. This is being reviewed. Whether Zion turned it over, it's game over for the Pelicans. 2 seconds left to go. And they're going to call it it's going to be a turnover. That's crushing there for the Pelicans. So it's off of Zion out of bounds. So Zion touched it last. It's out of bounds by the Pelicans. That's a crusher there for New Orleans. Nets basketball. The inbound, Kyrie has it. He gets fouled with 1.9. Yeah, that's basically the game. All Kyrie has to do now, hit free throws, it's over. Ouch. Rough ending here for the Pelicans in this one. Could not close it. And Zion at the left wing perimeter. Lost it out of bounds last. That is a crusher right there for the Pelicans. Kyrie here at the free throw line. 2 shots for Brooklyn. No KD, no James Harden. And on the road tonight, 7 players out. Brooklyn will come down with a W. Thank you guys so much for being a part here on the stream. Before I do sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Just difficult ending here for the Pelicans in this game. Kyrie makes both of the free throws. 2 seconds left to go. Inbound New Orleans, and the clock will go to zeros as this game has gone final. Brooklyn makes the comeback. They were down by 14 in the first quarter. Gets the W. Crushing ending tonight as Zion turned it over with 2 seconds left to go as this game has gone final here. Brooklyn wins it by 5. 134 to 129. The final here in this one, everybody. Glad to have you guys back on the stream, being a part here once again. I'll be off tomorrow night. I plan on being back for next stream on Thursday night. Doubleheader on Thursday night. It's going to be Sixers versus Bucks, and then Lakers versus Mavs on Thursday night. So doubleheader on Thursday night. I'll be covering those 2 games. Going to take off tomorrow night. James Harden did not play tonight. Top scorer was Kyrie for Brooklyn. He scored 32 points, 24 right behind him by Joe Harris. And then 18 points by Landry Shamet, 16 by Blake Griffin. The top scorers tonight for Brooklyn. Pelicans top scorer Zion Williamson scored 33 tonight. 27 points by Brandon Ingram. And then 15 each by Najee Marshall off the bench, and Lonzo had 15 tonight as well. Man, we had a really good game tonight here, though. Just an incredible game right there that went down to the very last possession. Crushing, though, for the Pelicans just to end that way that it did right there. They had an opportunity to tie it up with a 3. Zion received the pass. And very close, tightly guarded by Kyrie. Went off of Zion last. Out of bounds there. That was the big call that sealed the deal for Brooklyn tonight. And then basically everything else wrapped it up there. Went to the free throw line, extended to 5 here as this game has gone final. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here on the stream tonight. Before I do sign off, going to thank the channel members out here. We got 18 channel members. Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dewad, Ant, the sports expert. Warren, Man and H, Jay, Oda, Deuce, John, Someone, Ye, Cindy, Dennis, Dallin Law, Darnell, Lee, Superman, and Rajeep. If anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to do so. Gets you special shoutouts for each and every single one of my live stream, along with special access to special live streams I cover for members and mods as well out on the streams here. So low as $1.99 per month for channel members. Gonna wrap up this one. Glad to have you guys in the stream being a part here. Brooklyn. Only 1/3 of the big 3 tonight. Just Kyrie, no James Harden, no KD. Able to get the W. Down early, down by 14. Able to get the victory tonight. 134-129 over the Pelicans. This one on the road for Brooklyn. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here. Gonna wrap up on this one. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball signing off.